Okay,
Look,
we are live. We're doing it.
We're doing the trophies.
We got me, Peter, in the top right. We got Dibble in the top left, the OG missing collectible. We also have the intern, Matt, on the phone.
Right here.
By dial-up.
He'll be the tiebreaker when we can't.
I'm out getting coffee, so
more.
I couldn't be at the webcam.
So we're doing a bunch of wackadoo things tonight. It's going to last hours and hours and hours. So
it can't be that long.
I took all of our platinums, right? I took mine and Dibble's and Matt's platinums, and I put them in a big list. And then I took out the duplicates, and that was suspiciously close to 256, which is almost a perfect bracket. And then I took out the dozen worst platinums we have, like I have Daggerhood.
Access denied.
Yeah, we have some bad ones. So I took those out.
I think Hitman Go made the cut, but Lara Croft Go didn't.
Yeah, I think that's true. You hate to see it. And then I took them all, and I ranked them by platinum rarity. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go down this list of 256 platinums.
What's that game?
And we're going to rank which game has the best trophy list. Now, best is subjective. I think in some cases, being harder will get you points, and being harder in other cases will lose you points.
I'm already thinking about that I need a whiteboard to start writing stuff down, because it's going to get messy real fast.
Originally, the goal was we were going to do just me and Dibble, and we were going to do powers. Like, I had ideas for, like, you can shield and say, like, the one I pick automatically wins this round. Then luckily Matt said he would join, and none of that complicated garbage had to be figured out. So instead, it's just straight voting. There's going to be 3 of us. We're probably going to be mean to some games we don't like, and probably be unfair to games
Buff
that
Night.
many people
I'm already looking at that one, Matt. I'm already looking at it.
Buff Night Advanced.
There's so many of these that are just a platinum only I have versus a platinum only I have. You have only me to listen to.
Yeah, so even if only you have the platinum, Matt and I still get a vote. So just because you say something is true doesn't mean it's the one that's going to win.
I think in that instance, if there's anybody watching who has the platinum, that they should be able to chime in.
Oh yeah, if you're in
and
chat,
support whatever my decision is and not yours.
If you're in chat, feel free to chime in. We will definitely take other people's opinions into account until I click the "it's true, this is the one who won." And I think we're going to go pretty fast on a few of them that are like undeniable. So like,
unless your name is Cortez.
So do you want to jump into this, or do you have anything that you want to add, or?
Did you want to send this to Jake Butt before we start? Does he know about this?
I mean, we've been talking about it in Slack this whole time.
Yeah, but like the URL, you can send him the URL. I mean, I did. Send him a couple.
It's posted in Slack.
All right, we can go. I'm ready.
I'd just say get the straw poll ready for the hundreds of viewers.
Okay.
And also,
this could go by really fast.
I hope that my 5 platinums make it to the end.
If we do have to do any sort of straw platinum voting, Dibble, can you handle that?
Sure.
My guy. Okay. So, round 1, match 1 of 255 matches.
Oh my god.
Seed number 1, Super Meat Boy, achieved by me. And 256, Hitman Go, achieved by me and maybe Dibble?
I have it. Come on, please.
You do have it?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. This has got to be Super Meat Boy, right? I mean, Hitman Go is just like, solve some puzzles. I like Hitman Go, but it's not Super Meat Boy.
I didn't even know Hitman Go had a platinum.
It's actually not a bad game.
How does Hitman Go have a platinum, but the other Hitman game doesn't?
Hitman Go is the one that chat wants.
Oh, please. Okay, so I was talking about this to Peter before we started streaming. Oh, come on. So the thing I was talking to Peter about is like Super Meat Boy is a really challenging trophy list. It's preposterously difficult for like 99% of the people who probably even considered playing the game. And Hitman Go is at like a very achievable, like, oh, I could get this if I tried hard enough. But 90% of people just Google the answers and get it. So it's like, 0.001% versus 99.9%. It is a crazy different matchup for the first one. The hardest platinum any of us have versus the easiest one that almost all of us have. The only reason Matt doesn't have it is because I probably wasn't free when you had PlayStation Plus at the time.
Nope.
Yeah, I think Hitman Go would have won against other matchups.
Other matchups, yeah. I don't have Super Meat Boy. I'm very bitter about that, but I know that I could get it, and the fact that I have Hitman Go is like, I mean,
there are platinums in this list that like I think some of us just find disgusting. Like I think that they're just gonna get blown out of the water. So
looking at you, World War Z.
So we have Salt and Sanctuary versus Unravel. So
you and I have Salt and Sanctuary. Only I have Unravel, right? You didn't do Unravel,
right? So Unravel is they bill it as a 2D Dark Souls. It's a Metroidvania.
Salt and Sanctuary is 2D Dark Souls. Please, Jesus Christ.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Unravel is that yarn game.
Unravel is that yarn game. I don't have a horse in this race. What are you feeling? You've done both of them.
Salt and Sanctuary I did on Vita, which was horrible because it's just the second instance in my life where I've played a portable game where I had a bumper button that was broken, which meant the game was cripplingly difficult. I tried to beat Metroid Fusion with a broken right bumper on a Game Boy Advance. Right bumper lets you aim up while not moving in Metroid Fusion, which makes one of the bosses almost impossible. So Salt and Sanctuary's button lets you move the camera, which meant I could see if I would die if I jumped off of things or not, which meant all the times it was like, yeah, you have to get this thing on a ledge below you. I was like, how was I supposed to find that? And like 30 hours in, I Googled, and it turned out my bumper was broken. I had no idea because no game had ever fucking used it. But yeah, I think Unravel was more challenging and more... It felt better, but it had one trophy that was really annoying, which is beat every level without dying. And there's one level that's just so fucking long.
Okay, is that better or worse than the Salt and Sanctuary? You mess up a side quest and you have to replay the whole game.
Oh, that's a good question. It's literally matchup number 2, and I have to go already.
Well, it is 128 to 129. It is close, so you're supposed to feel close about this one.
Am I supposed to pick the Dark Souls clone because it was a solo developer and like there's heart behind it? I mean, the Unravel was also kind of
Unravel has heart behind it, I would say. I think either one you pick, you're pissing somebody off here.
You know what? I felt more heart when I did Unravel because there's a part in it where it like tries to portray a guy dying of a heart attack and not being able to reach his heart medication, and I genuinely was like, "That's pretty sad." Unless Matt wants to throw a tiebreaker vote and I don't agree with him, which negates the entire idea, bring back Hitman Go.
Matt, what are you feeling?
It doesn't matter. Whatever wins is going to get demolished by Super Meat Boy anyway.
Oh, okay. Bring back Hitman Go for round 2.
Yeah, Hitman Go wins this round.
So we lean in Unravel, right?
Yeah, I think Unravel's better than Salt and Sanctuary.
Okay. If the deliberation takes this long in every one, we're going to be here till
we're going to be here for forever.
So, not to say.
This is a quick one. This is a quick one. We got this.
This is Banner Saga, right?
Banner Saga 2 versus Goat Simulator. It has to be Banner Saga 2. I've never even played it.
Here's the argument. Goat Simulator has a Flappy Bird clone that's bad.
If everybody who posts on our trophies about Goat Simulator, the last trophy they get is Flappy Bird, is Flappy Goat, and it's horrible.
That was in the game?
Yeah, you have to like go up to a TV in the first level and play Flappy Goat. It's awful. Everybody hates it. Unless the only good thing that game has isn't in the base game, which is the World of Warcraft DLC, which just rips into it. So it's so good.
That's good.
The only redeeming factor about Goat Simulator.
Yeah. Okay, now we got a banger of a matchup here. We got Batman Arkham Knight, not the best received game in the Arkham series, but it's good. Versus Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which
I haven't played.
It was okay. Neither of these are like, oh my god, this game is amazing, but neither of these games are bad. So,
all right, here's my main question: which one is so? Jedi Fallen Order has go to a planet that's kind of an open world. People keep saying Dark Soulsy because there's go to a checkpoint and then people respawn behind you.
It's a little Dark Soulsy in the style of combat and stuff.
Okay, Arkham Knight's a Ubisoft game. Is Jedi Fallen Order a Ubisoft game?
Arkham Knight isn't a Ubisoft game.
For those playing at home, a Ubisoft game means you go
to
an area
you're
and
being
go to towers and you have to clean out districts.
Yeah, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is not a Ubisoft game in that sense.
That immediately gets me in the Jedi Fallen Order.
I'm on board.
Corner, and I've never even played that.
I'm on board for Jedi Fallen Order. That's the one I wanted to win.
I'm trying to think.
That's two, right? That's your vote?
I'll go with Jedi Fallen Order, but I'm just like, it was... I like Arkham, some of the achievements in Arkham Knight, like the one where you have to beat the game again, which I think the other two also had, but it forced people to play in the mode where you didn't get told when they were about to punch you. And that's very satisfying when you nail a fight where you don't have the, hey, you need to counter this guy. That's fun.
Yeah.
Flying under bridges is not fun. That's dumb. That was a stupid achievement. Fuck you.
Okay, round 5 is Cryptarch versus Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon. I think this is the Dibble pick by far.
Yeah, only I have Cryptarch. I almost got the first plat in the world, which really annoyed me. I was on a golf course at the time when they released... It was bugged at launch. You couldn't finish the platinum. And then I was on a golf course when they released the patch. I got back, and I was like the 6th person to get it. I was only mildly fucking bitter.
Quick, is Cryptarch a platinum or a platformer?
No, it's a roguelike space scavenging game. The point is you build up this mech. Imagine the mech suit from Alien 2. Aliens. Why the fuck did I call Alien 2? But you put different things on it. The bigger arsenal you have of weapons, the easier you are to detect by whatever security is left in this ancient derelict alien ship in space. And it's like a 2D game. You kind of you map the ship. You can't see it. It's all fog of war. You got to go through it and kind of figure out where stuff is. And if you get as much salvage as you can, and if it starts to attack you, it might attack the ship that you came in with, and you have to destroy the core of the ship to blow it up so you can get out and it won't kill you as you try to escape. It was super cool. And the amount of resources you go in with, you want to obviously recoup your losses by getting more salvage to pay for your next ship that you're going to go to.
Sure.
Because just like Faster Than Light, the next ship you meet is going to be bigger with more stuff to try to stop you. And there was 2 or 3 achievements that weren't possible to get that were in specific infinite mode. But I love the concept. I was so into it. It's not like anything I'd ever played. It was a roguelike scavenging game. I was like, what is this? Sounds great. But I liked it. It loses points for being unobtainable at launch, but it gains points for fixing it when it knew it would definitely not make any money from doing that, because we all know that Sony charges you for patches.
Yeah, for sure. That costs them money to do that.
Yeah, I think it gains points for. I'm gonna look up right now how many people have played that game. It's probably absolutely nobody.
Sure.
And if you haven't played Cryptarch,
so where are you leaning right now? Are you leaning towards Cryptarch?
251 people have played it. 23 people have platinumed it.
Oof.
So it's resting at 10%.
Sure.
But Spyro 3 is so approachable. It's so it's not milk toast. It's not the most garbage thing ever. But I don't want my love of Cryptarch to fog my bias towards its trophy list, because it was unobtainable. But it's such a good game.
Spyro's a platformer.
Spyro's a platformer. Spyro 3 is not as good as Spyro 2.
I disagree. I think Spyro 3 is the best of the 3.
Do you?
Yeah.
Did you like playing as a penguin?
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
I'll sit here and lie to your face. It's fine.
What do you mean? You actually like Spyro 3 more than Spyro 2?
Yeah, I like all of Spyro 3. Yeah, so what are we thinking, Dibble? Where are you leaning?
From my description, do you think Spyro 3's list is better than, because it sounds like one of your grid games, right, where only you've played it and none of us have played it?
Yeah.
Did that sound more interesting and mo better than Spyro 3's super easy platinum that everybody has?
Yeah, so it's not, Spyro 3's platinum isn't about it's an easy platinum. I think if the only thing that we're rating this on is easiness, then I think a lot of good games are going to get knocked out pretty early. It's just that the Spyro 3 list doesn't do anything interesting, right? I mean, if you 100% Spyro 3, you get the platinum, right? I don't think there's any trophies that are do this interesting thing, do this in a weird way.
It doesn't have any to kill this boss without taking any damage that's missable, like I think Spyro 1 had. It was beat the pumpkin boss without taking a hit, and if you fuck it up, you can only fight him once. That was horrible.
I don't think it does.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you don't think it? I mean, if you're not on board,
so I'm voting for Cryptarch.
Okay, Cryptarch, and you've never even played.
I like
it.
Cryptarch.
Cryptarch.
I've actually seen you play that game, so I can vote.
It was super cool. I don't know how you would have seen me play it, because I only ever played it in Ohio, unless you were there.
No, you showed it to me one time.
Okay, God, I love that game.
It was really cool. You jump out of the spaceship and zoom around and stuff.
Yeah, more people should play it.
So round 6 is the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, which is a beautiful Western RPG that has been released on every console that you could possibly imagine, including your phone. But, counterpoint, Falcon Age is a game that you can bro-fist a falcon.
I'm pretty sure you made a video on Falcon Age and you didn't like it.
I didn't like Falcon Age.
So, but I also don't like the Skyrim Platinum.
The
Skyrim Platinum is fine. The DLC is bullshit. There's a glitch in the DLC that I still don't have 100% on the PS3 version because the stall room achievement is unobtainable. I have to do the whole game again to get it.
Sure.
The whole game.
I think this should go to Skyrim. Falcon Age is like one of those early VR games that is like bland and forgettable.
Yeah.
At least
I get that. Yeah, sure.
At least like everyone knows Skyrim.
And you get to be like the head honcho of everything. I mean, it was my first ever Elder Scrolls, which makes me sound ridiculously fucking young. Like, I should have played... I had a lot of people who told me to play Morrowind, and I just didn't. So.
I thought you played Oblivion first.
I did not.
I played Oblivion first.
Oh.
The first time I ever saw an Elder... I remember making fun of people who thought Elder Scrolls was cool in high school because I was an anti-nerd. And I remember Peter showing me...
Hipster nerd.
Peter showed me Skyrim in college, and I was like, yo, that looks dope. And
I mean, I still kind of feel like you're a hipster nerd.
Shut up.
I don't feel like that's
easy. This next one's easy.
Okay, round 7 is Butcher versus Sound Shapes. I'm voting against Sound Shapes.
I'm also voting against Sound Shapes. I love the soundtracks in that. I know you don't like them. I love the Jeff Beck music they got, and I like the level, and I hate the death mode. It's the worst thing I've ever played.
I've never even heard of Butcher, and it's our 33 seed. What is Butcher?
It is a preposterously difficult 2D platformer where you are an android whose entire purpose is to go to like the final 5 bastions of life on Earth and to kill every human you can find.
Okay.
And it's really, thank you.
It's really, thank you.
It's really fucking hard. The final achievement for beating the game on the hardest difficulty is called like "fuck you ultimately" or something like that.
I mean, you don't get the 33 seed by being easy.
No, it's really hard. The final difficulty took me a long time to beat.
I locked it in. It's Butcher.
Okay. Yeah, the final the difficulty achievements. It's also one of those games that has a speedrun achievement and it has 2 more. It's beat the game in under 1.5 hours, beat the game in under an hour, and beat the game under 45 minutes. Which is like on at least hard difficulty. On at least hard.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
So the achievements are pump up the difficulty, fuck you harder, fuck you hardest, and fuck you ultimately.
That's the
Just not fuck around.
I'm
surprised it's the 33rd hardest. That's kind of surprising.
Number 8 is Ether 1 versus Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham.
Lego Batman 3, no question.
It's not Beyond Go.
No, it's Beyond Go, the board game, for sure.
Matt, do you care, or is Lego Batman 3 okay?
You know, I've actually never really played the Lego games before.
That's the best Lego Batman game. It's the one where everybody that you fly around Gotham as plays their theme music. It plays the Superman theme. It plays the Tim Burton Batman theme.
I've watched you play
it. Theme. It's great. Ether 1, multiple times I glitched and fell through the world and had to restart. Fuck it.
All right, then. Sounds easy. Lego Batman.
Lego Batman?
Lego Batman.
Okay. Round 9 is the beautiful Disney Epic Mickey 2, The Power of 2 versus Buff Knight Advanced.
Disney Epic Mickey 2, please, Jesus Christ.
Matt, are we going to meme on this one?
Fucking joke about it.
I mean...
Matt hates Buff Knight just as much as I do.
On one hand, you have, presumably a great little experience where you explore a world and have fun and just walk around the place. On the other hand, you hook up your fight stick and hold some buttons down and let it go on automatic and cooks and clean and whatever.
That's how you get the achievement in Buff Knight. You just hold the button.
So I'm going for I don't want to use my meme vote.
Okay, you're saving the meme vote for later.
Yeah, I'm gonna save my meme vote for later.
Epic Mickey 2. Do it. Lock it in.
I've locked it in.
Thank God.
Match 10 is Claire, a very popular PS Plus game. Easy Platinum if you follow a guide. versus Turds, Total Reliable Delivery Service.
Which
a nightmare experience, even with friends.
Oh my god, I made your life a living hell with that.
My vote is that just 100%. Like Overcooked on steroids?
My vote is 100% for Turds.
My vote's 100% for Turds.
Okay, good.
Because I know it's not even a contest. Claire is not particularly memorable. It's one of those games that you get in PS Plus, and you just, you get it because it's a free platinum. Why not? Yeah. Match 11, Slay the Spire, hot off the presses. Matt and I just got this platinum each. Versus Abduction, which is another game I've never heard of. Classic Dibble.
It's made by the people who made Myst.
I was about to say, you're going to need to sell me hard on this game to get me to vote against Slay the Spire. And you've had a strong opening.
That's all I had to say. It's got all the. There's a couple places in the game I actually overthought things a lot. And I would definitely say that's a negative for it in the gameplay, where I was like, "Oh, I gotta figure this out," and I just was like, "No, you just don't do that at all." What? Stupid. Turned out there's a part where there's like a big complicated terminal. It's supposed to look so complicated, you're supposed to like turn away because it's too complicated. Sure. Because it's if you're a backer and you do the thing, punch in a code and you get to see your face. And I was like, "Fucking whatever." Yeah, I'd give it to Slay the Spire.
Okay, that's where my vote was going. Matt, are you Slay the Spire?
Yeah.
The mechanics are cool though. Like, how you go in and out of books in the normal Myst games? Sure. And in that one you display spheres from different, not planes of existence, like the same way that books work, except imagine when you move in a book in Myst, it takes a sphere of a defined radius around you with you and it swaps with the other one. So you have to find ways to move between these parallel worlds where when you move that sphere, it helps you move in the other one. You have to like go back and do stuff. And there's sometimes they're nested and it's
that's cool. That sounds cool.
It is pretty cool. I think I bought it. I don't know if it was free.
Match 12 is, of course, Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back versus Call of Cthulhu, a Lovecraft experience.
So Peter and I have Crash 2 and Matt and I have Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah. Yeah, Call of Cthulhu just reminds me of like Indigo Prophecy or Fahrenheit, or I guess any other David Cage game where you just, the beginning just feels like, oh, this feels like it could actually be a really cool game. You feel like kind of your choices matter. Events seem intriguing, you're piecing together a mystery, and then halfway through the game, it just kind of falls apart. And then the ending just doesn't make any sense, and you're just left really disappointed. It's just like, God damn, man.
Well,
so cool.
I never felt disappointed by Crash Bandicoot 2.
And you have to do Call of Cthulhu's ending 3 times to get all the different endings. So Crash Bandicoot 2, thank you.
Yeah.
Is that the last one I got the platinum on for the time trials? I think it was.
Okay, match 13 is Mortal Kombat 10. Unless you say Mortal Kombat X. I think you say 10
X.
though.
It's X.
Is it X?
Are you serious?
Okay.
It's X.
Versus Game of Thrones. I believe that is the Telltale Game of Thrones, not the excellent Dragon Age clone.
That was a good Dragon Age clone. I liked the negative.
Bad. It was so bad.
It was bad.
We had so much fun playing it.
Oh my god. Okay, it might actually. Now that I think about it, Matt, the Game of Thrones one might win just because your dumb choices that we made had no effect on getting all the trophies. Where we decided to play 3 characters 3 different ways. One of them always took the nice option. One of them was as bitchy as possible. The third one never answered any question he was ever asked. We always let the timer run out. So it was like, hey, if you do this thing, I can save you. It just doesn't say anything. So I can save you. Just doesn't say anything. It's so dumb and funny.
Yeah, my vote's for Game of Thrones.
And Mortal Kombat X has an achievement to win 10 ranked matches in a row, so that can fuck off.
Oh, yeah, it didn't seem like you had a lot of fun playing that game.
I'm voting for Mortal Kombat X.
What is wrong with you?
You will have to. I gotta hear both of you vote for Game of Thrones. I want it to work for its spot.
We're both. I voted for Game of Thrones. You vote for Mortal Kombat when I'm the one who has the fucking platinum, so I know it's garbage.
Matt, what do you vote for?
I vote for Game of Thrones.
Fuck you. Hey, it's finally a Peter matchup.
Okay, we got Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls versus Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
I've never played Diablo 3. Is it good? I don't fucking know.
Diablo 3 is good. we're ranking trophy lists, right? So like the Diablo 3 plat is hard.
Hold on. Can we stop? Can we talk about the fact that Mortal Kombat X versus Game of Thrones was basically Super Meat Boy versus fucking Hitman Go, and we gave it to Hitman
Go? Hey, one of them got to win.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Syndicate here. I really like Diablo 3, but the platinum just gets like really, really grindy.
Yeah, I've actually played not Assassin's Creed. Oh wait, sorry, I mistook that for some other game. My bad.
Good
no,
job.
for some reason I thought it was Hitman.
Oh, we have an early
so
voting. We have an early voting for a later matchup. War Machine says Sly 2 beats out Stardew Valley.
I saw that. I was going to bring it up when we got there.
It can be very contested when we get to that.
Yeah.
So
I vote for Syndicate. Yeah.
I think Syndicate wins that. I've never played Diablo 3, but
Diablo 2 is better. Match 15.
I apologize for committing the cardinal sin of eating on stream, but I haven't eaten all day. So
yeah, you're killing me. Match 15 is Katamari Forever versus The Messenger. I've played about 5 minutes of The Messenger.
Hey, look, another Dibble double bill.
What are you thinking? I would vote for...
Dude, this fucking Chris guy is killing it. These meme posts are killing me. So Katamari Forever has an achievement to roll up every single unique item in the game.
Sounds great.
And there's no comprehensive guide to that on the internet, which I kind of actually liked, having to like fucking research this and be like, okay, I'm finding this on this forum, this on this forum. Like, I don't know where this is going to be, which was fun, but Messenger was better. Messenger.
Even War Machine in chat said Messenger 10 out of 10.
Yeah, the fact what I would take away from Katamari is one of the achievements is to like do 100 requests, and there's like 35 levels. You just have to keep playing 65 more levels after you're already done with the game. It's like, stop, please stop. So yeah, Messenger.
Match 16 is Shadow of the Colossus, which is the PS4 remake of Shadow of the Colossus, versus Rime, which is another one of those games that a lot of people got on PS Plus. Here's the thing. This one's hard for me, right? Because Shadow of the Colossus is a beautiful game that I absolutely love. It's fantastic. The platinum sucks.
Thank you! I was really hoping we wouldn't have to fight over this.
Like, the platinum almost ruins the game.
It's like beat every monster 500 times, also really fast, also fuck you.
Yeah.
That's why I never want to play the PS3 one again, because it's the same trophy list.
Like,
just do all that shit again, but on worse graphics.
If this was a bracket of, like, which game do you like the most, I think Shadow of the Colossus wins hands down. I think I have to vote for Rime.
That feels weird because I know more people like Shadow of the Colossus. I actually don't remember if War Machine does. Yeah, I know who you are. I can't remember if you love it or hate it. I feel like you're about to leave if we vote for Rime. It's better than Ico. Shadow of the Colossus is better than Ico, but
so this is what I was talking about, where it's like, because it's a trophy bracket, I think you have to vote for Rime.
It's got to be the trophy list, right? Because you said the trophies are worse, but the game is better.
Yeah, the game by far is better.
The worst thing Rime does for trophies is there's that one where you spawn in a room with like 6 doors, and you have to go through the correct door like 3 times in a row, and there's no fucking way you would know which one to go through. Remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
I remember way too much about dumb shit that doesn't matter. Oh, he says give it to Rime. All right, we're going with Rime.
We're going with Rime.
All right, here we go. I can't.
Public has spoken.
Okay, chat has already weighed in on Stardew Valley versus Sly 2 Band of Thieves, with a heavy showing, heavy being 1 out of 1, for Sly 2. Matt, as someone with Stardew Valley, how do you feel about that?
This is your only plat, Matt, and we're about to rank it out immediately.
It's not my only platinum.
It's your only
platinum.
It's
the 8th rarest plat we have on this list.
It's true. No, I actually really, really liked the Stardew Valley trophy list. Mostly because basically all the trophies are an extension of playing the game naturally. You know? Like, whether that's just accruing a lot of money or becoming friends with everyone in town, completing the community center, which anyone who plays that game basically just wants to do automatically anyway, you know, or completing the museum collection, getting on the legendary fish, whatever. It's just a lot of fun. I've put in 200 plus hours in that game on the PC alone, and that was even before I even got the PlayStation 4 version.
So here's the main question, because I've watched my wife try to get this, and she has been like bent over a fucking table when it comes to a lot of this stuff. It's like you have to wake up and your character starts with, boy, I feel lucky today, and then you go to the mines and get a bunch of fucking emeralds, and then the geodes, and you crack them open, and maybe you have like a 5% chance to get the one fucking rock you don't have to donate to the museum. That's garbage. It's at least the crappy Prairie King thing is skill based mostly, but the I feel lucky today, maybe I'll get the legendary fish, maybe I won't. That's crap.
So I will say that needing to get the specific artifacts or minerals is basically all luck based, and if you just play it naturally and are really diligent about dig spots and geodes and whatever, you can probably get about 80% of them. The last 20% is a grind. There's no lying about that.
I'm hearing a lot of opinions in both directions for Stardew. Does anyone feel strongly about Sly in one way or the other?
Not for the trophies. I believe Sly 2 is the one that has a really crushing fucking story moment. I don't remember. I love Sly 1. I've beaten it like 3 times. It's one of the few like PlayStation classics that I would fuck it. That soundtrack is solid, the gameplay is solid, and the story is solid. Sly 2 has a really good story moment, and Sly 3 can fuck off in a fire. Sly 3 is horrible. So I think I'm pretty neutral on Sly 2, but if Matt really likes to start Do Valley Plat, Prairie King's fucking garbage. I've tried to play it, and I'm pretty good at garbage mini games, and I fucking could not stand it.
It's very hard.
Okay, Matt.
It's so hard.
Yeah, he's got a point. You can name the cows the item numbers, and it just like glitches the game and gives you shit.
Actually, no. They patched that.
Annalisa did that. She was like, "Oh, I named this duck X!652, and now I won." I was like, "Ah."
When I was playing, they patched that out.
Oh no!
Yeah, so I actually had to get him legit a second time because I did it legit in the PC too.
Okay, so Chris is ready for matchup 18.
So Stardew's coming in, right?
Yeah, Stardew's probably gonna win that. I probably won't beat the next one, but yeah, it's just Sly 2 is just so generic.
Okay, we're voting against Sleeping Dogs versus Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I don't think it matters. The remaster didn't really add anything, but it is the remastered one. I have never played Sleeping Dogs, and I want to vote for Sleeping Dogs.
It's really good. Sleeping Dogs 1 is really good.
I kind of hate Uncharted.
Is really good. Uncharted 1 is... Uncharted 1 is fine. I've never played 2 or 3 or 4. I know. We're talking about Platinums, and I've never played more than Uncharted 1. I got other fucking games to play.
Don't bother. If you played the first one, they're all the same.
I do want to play the other ones. Everyone says the train thing's good.
It's mediocre. And it has a train.
You're wrong a lot of the time. You don't like Witcher 3. You're wrong. I can't wait for that to come up. I'm so excited.
I paid Matt money to vote against Witcher 3.
Shush.
Yo, the fact that there's no Sleeping Dogs 2 is mind-fucking-boggling. Like, there's 2 DLCs that I haven't bought yet because they're on a PS3 game, so they're going to be $20 forever. But that game was fucking great. The only thing I have against it is the final achievement to, like, rank up your police rank all the way. It requires you to replay missions and get better police rankings than you did before, which is like impossible. It just doesn't you just don't get enough XP for it to work. But they were like, don't worry, if you pay us like $2, you can buy police experience. And I was like, oh, fuck off. And then I did. Because I grinded for like 7 hours and didn't get anywhere. So I went, you know what? $2 is worth way more of my time than 7 hours of my time.
Wow, you're part of the problem.
I am part of the problem. I've admitted this before. It's the only time I did that.
You became what you hated.
Shut up! Maybe feel bad.
So I don't really care unless I have to vote on this
Sleeping
one.
Dogs. Sleeping Dogs.
I like Sleeping Dogs because the trailer was awesome.
Match 19.
Minigame.
Match 19 is Alien Isolation versus Zing the Land Beyond.
Alien Isolation. I didn't even finish it.
It's Alien Isolation.
Actually, you know what, Peter? That would be a fair fight against almost any other game. Because I think you thought Zing was pretty fucking boring when it came to trophies. But
oh my God.
Alien Isolation has the trophy that fucked you 6 times.
Alien Isolation, the no death trophy, is buggy as hell.
I still haven't finished it.
I never wanted to kill myself while playing Zing. So that's a point in its favor.
Okay, so Chris gets this shit. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that was like at the you're at the end of your rope. You're like, if I pay like $2 for this, the problem will be solved. I'm solving the problem. So yeah, I'd say Alien Isolation because the rest of that game is solid and the rest of the trophy list is solid. Beating the game on the hardest difficulty.
I think it's Alien Isolation for sure.
There's I hate to admit it because this is the thing that no trophy hunter wants to talk about, but there's a video on YouTube which is Alien Isolation, hardest difficulty, no death, do exactly what I do and you'll win. And I've been tempted so many times to follow it. I haven't. It's the only 2 trophies I have left. I haven't. I'm heavily considering it because I haven't finished that game. It's been like 4 years.
Okay. We got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, it's 2.
Or The Sinking City.
Modern Warfare 2 has wet work, which gives it an immediate negative vote in my mind.
Why?
Actually, I remember helping you with that.
Why
wet
negative
work is
vote?
horrible.
Why?
It's just bad. It's fun. The
rest is very, very difficult.
Is it better than Sinking City, Matt?
I mean, I never played Sinking City. That's a sequel to Call of Cthulhu, right?
No, it's a very similar company making a very similar game. I forget why oh, you know what? There's a lot of missable achievements in Sinking City. If I'd Googled, hey, when will I miss stuff? I wouldn't have missed it. So I had to beat the game twice where I made a bunch of alternate decisions throughout the campaign. The game kind of falls apart near the end, just like Call of Cthulhu did, where you're like, is this really where we're going? Like it felt like an RPG where there was going to be lots of side missions. And then like 5 hours in, I'd finished all the side missions. I Googled, I was like, how many more side missions are there? And there's 3 more that are time gated. It's like, that's it? I did them all already? With starting weapons. I found out later you're supposed to use like endgame, like the one-shot rifle and the Tommy gun. And I was like, oh, oops.
Oops.
I don't know what game I'm voting for right now.
I gotta say, I do feel like the Call of Duty franchise has a really fun trophy list.
Yeah. They're pretty. Yeah, let's give it a Modern Warfare 2 because it doesn't have multiplayer, right?
Yeah.
They don't put multiplayer in, and the game on the hardest difficulty is usually like hard, but not so frustratingly hard like World at War at this point.
What I would say is Papa Sony is a beautiful father to us all, and he does not fucking put up with achievements that are worth 0 points. He says, make them worth points or get them out of the game. If you think they're not worth any points, they're not worth people doing.
Oh my god.
All of the Call of Duty achievements with 0 points are.
That's right. I forgot there was 0 point achievements.
Like fucking 800 times in COD 4 or in World at War.
Yeah.
And it was like, now go outside. Sony was like, not having it. not letting you put that in the game. But what I was just talking about Peter about is on Xbox, there was a bunch of achievements in Cuphead, which were worth 0 points that were all basic levels of garbage, like beat a boss in the plane without ever using anything but the plane's like normal attack, which means it would take 20 minutes of just shooting the fucking thing. That was worth 0 points. And then when they ported it over to PS4, they made it worth points. And I was like, no! Why? Remove that achievement's bad. I hate achievements worth 0 points. I talked about that in my Oberdin video where they make like losing on easy in Guitar Hero 3. Stop making achievements like that. I'll fucking hit you every time you do it. Stop it. It's dumb. Being bad on purpose is a dumb achievement. Stop it.
I got Binding of Isaac Rebirth versus Yoku's Island Express. Is Binding of Isaac, right?
That's a double bill for me. I'm going to give it to... Yoku's a better game when it comes to having a good time because Binding of Isaac's all about having a bad time. Actually, War Machine could fucking lay in on this. He hasn't played Yoku, but he also has the Rebirth Platinum, which is, if you've only played the base game, one of the achievements is to get every single item in the game, which comes down to there's like 6 items that can only spawn in one particular room, and there's 6 versions of that room, and you have to get lucky to find that room, and then when you find it, it's the wrong layout, and you don't have an item spawn, and even if you do, it's the wrong item. I'm still gonna give it to that because I think it's a better list.
You're giving it to Binding?
I think I'm gonna give it to Binding. I spent so many months of my life on that game to get that platinum, and I've never gotten the DLC achievement.
So you want something? You want it to move up in the bracket?
I want it to mean something. It's my Super Meat Boy, you fuckboy. I need it to move up.
Okay. The Witness versus Assassin's Creed Rogue. If you ignore the challenge trophy in The Witness, The Witness doesn't have a good trophy list. It's just like beat all the areas.
It's Google. It's Hitman level go. You can Google everything, right?
But as someone who didn't Google anything in The Witness, having the challenge trophy smack down everybody who did Google it was very funny to me.
Mostly on Xbox, because on PS4 you can put it in rest mode after taking a picture, right?
Oh, right.
Most people on Xbox were like, "Can you please help me with this?" And we were like, "Ha ha ha ha! No, fuck you."
Is Assassin's Creed Rogue your standard Assassin's Creed list, or does it do anything interesting?
The game does something interesting by actually having a good plot, but nobody cares about it. I would not give it to Rogue because of the number of nights I lost sleep. I was suffering so when I came back from a business trip to India, I was suffering from insomnia like really bad from the jet lag. Like you'd think when you have jet lag you fall asleep better. I didn't. I fell asleep not at all. I didn't sleep for like 3.5 days. And whenever I would lay in bed for 3 hours until I knew my wife was hard enough to sleep, I'd go in the other room and start playing Assassin's Creed Rogue. So when I finally did sleep, all I slept and dreamed about was Assassin's Creed Rogue. So I don't ever want to see that game again.
So The Witness.
The Witness.
I didn't expect Witness to get out of round one. It's gonna get killed by Binding of Isaac, though, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But I think just for the Schadenfreude of people getting annoyed, they can't get the challenge.
Match 23 is Amoeba Battle versus One Piece World Seeker. Amoeba Battle is a phone game that was poorly ported to PS4.
See, you hate Amoeba Battle, and I hate One Piece World Seeker, and I like
Take it, One Piece!
No! Take the Amoeba Battle!
It's like the SpongeBob meme. Now let him have it.
Here's my argument for why One Piece World Seeker has a bad trophy list. One of the achievements is to like get all of the upgrades, and it's a game with a giant open world where there's not like bonus objectives where you can get more experience points. Once you've gotten all the experience points possible on the entire map, it's still not enough to buy everything. You have to replay the final 4 story missions 3 times to get enough XP to level up all the way. Which was probably like if we had DLC out early enough, you would probably get it doing that. But that's not how base game trophy lists work.
Amoeba Battle is in
open world game.
Amoeba Battle is in 4x3 aspect ratio.
Oh my god!
I think One Piece has to win on principle.
One Piece has to win on principle. That's awful. Peter, weren't you the first person in the world to get the platinum?
No, I was the second.
Oh, were you the second?
Yeah.
You were the. Is that a reason to get rid of it?
I think I'm the first on PSN profiles, but it was already at 0.1 on PSN before.
You better fucking know I'm picking House Flipper.
24 is Minecraft versus Ratchet and Clank, the PS4 Ratchet and Clank.
I like Ratchet and Clank a lot, but I think I will never not love Minecraft more than my own firstborn child.
I'm fine with Minecraft.
I have now. I'm 5 trophies away from finishing Minecraft on 3 different platforms.
How many times have you 100%ed Minecraft on PlayStation?
I've only done it once because I'm not a multi-stacking business.
No, I'm saying like they keep releasing title updates.
Like 6 times. They keep adding more trophies, and I keep finishing it again. I got all the achievements on Minecraft Xbox 360 after playing it in the alpha in college. Fucking OG bitch. And then I did it on 360. We did that in like a weekend, you and me, Matt. And then I did it again on PS4, and now I have some Xbox friends, so I'm playing on Windows 10, and I'm 5 achievements away from finishing it again.
Yeah, that's like your Stardew Valley.
How cool I am. I'm so good at Minecraft.
I'm passionate about Minecraft, baby. I make giant fucking golden penises on all the servers.
And the music is awesome.
The music is
great. It already won! Starwall versus Gorogoa.
Gorogoa. Starwall, I had to set up a fight stick to boost an achievement for like literally 12 hours.
How many platinums wouldn't you have if you didn't have that fight stick?
Like 3 or 4, not that many.
We got another Lego game. Lego Indiana Jones 2, The Adventure Continues versus Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor.
I really like Shadow of Mordor.
I'm saying Shadow of Mordor. That final achievement to like kill a guy with all of his fears to get the maximum level gem kind of blew. But like the rest of the game is pretty solid. I haven't done the DLC, but I think people say the DLC is pretty balls.
No, I had a lot of fun playing that game and like sort of like picking out, like cherry picking my own captains and everything.
Yeah, that was fun.
Broken Age versus God of War PS4. If you, I was gonna say, if you try to argue Broken Age for me, I'm gonna drive to your house and smack you in the face.
Did you play Broken Age?
No, but God of War PS4 is great.
It's like the first arc of Broken Age sets up a really interesting plot, and it's just fucking so boring, and nothing happens, and then all the achievements are the dumbest shit you've ever seen. It's like doing shit on purpose incorrectly for no reason. It's just so frustrating.
I got Killing Floor 2 and Lego Marvel's Avengers.
Okay, so like I have a secret agenda here, which is no Lego games, except for like one of them, should ever get past the first stage. This is a tough one.
Killing Floor 2 represents friendship because we did it together. But it also like embodies crappy DLC expansions every month.
No, it doesn't. Technically, we were only supposed to be doing base game achievements.
Okay.
But we should.
Well, then I would vote for Killing Floor if I can't factor that in.
We only got the platinum because we exploited the thing where you hide in the corner to beat the boss in the hardest difficulty.
It's true. We're really good at the game.
You're such a bad person. You totally cheated to get that platinum. This is the only chance. If there's anybody who's watching or listening who needs dirt on us for whatever we talk about anything on Trophy Discords or the fucking Trophy subreddit, and you need fucking dirt, we both cheated to get the Killing Floor 2 platinum by hiding in the corner where the boss patched it. We both did that.
Legitimate, though.
If I recall correctly, Lego Marvel's Avengers was a fucking chore. So yeah, do Killing Floor 2. We played with an intern that I worked with. That was fun. We got him on True Trophies because of that.
Good times.
Ooh, here's a good one.
Round 29 is Armello versus Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage.
We're never gonna finish this.
We're never.
There's 100 more.
Yeah, in round 1. Armello is a board game.
Yeah.
It's a virtual board game. It's got a pretty diverse trophy list.
I've actually played this game.
Peter, are you the first to get the platinum in it?
I am the first to get the platinum in Armello.
Oh, world first.
That was a good time. We almost got divorced. Oh
my god!
It was like
I didn't know that's what happened.
I didn't know that either. Listen, all I know is you owe me one of the trophies because I explained to you how to do it.
You gotta be dedicated. Armello's hardest trophy is most often boosted. But since I got it before most people had it, and there was no one to boost with except the people who were also going for the platinum, and I couldn't risk them getting it, I found a way to manipulate the RNG in the game by putting to dashboard every time someone draws a card, and then you could force yourself to draw the right cards, and that's how I snuck ahead of the pack.
Oh, you fuck. So Chris says you guys would hate my platinum, I'm afraid. How many rat games?
We're obnoxious elitist snobs, and
we're not obnoxious.
Someone should come in and smack us down.
That's true.
I would vote for Armello.
I disagree. Yeah.
I give it to Armello because you were pretty passionate about it, and I got Spyro 2's platinum in like 5 minutes.
I'll vote for Armello. What was the trophy you're talking about?
What's the ranking out of 233? Yeah, it can afford to lose.
Lemur Neeson?
Oh, this is impossible.
Is that the one where he like makes you go into like every single trap and hazard?
I think so. No, it's the one where an enemy needs to steal your ally, and then you need to steal the same ally back.
Oh.
And it's just like a combination of 4 cards that need to be played correctly.
Yeah, while also trying not to die and trying not to like send them back to their zone.
So now we get to round 30, which is Doom 2016, the origin of the missing collectible Doom 2016 awards, which is our Game of the Year award, because it won in 2016, versus God of War, which is not the PS4 God of War, but the
PS3.
It is the PS3 God of War. I think it's Doom.
Because PS3 God of War has that one achievement to like beat a certain number of Ascendant challenges in a row. One of them is you have to cheese it to do it because the way to originally do it like is physically impossible. Kratos always dies. Also, he's not voiced by I can't remember his name. So it's worse.
Chris says he has Hitman Go 47
Yo,
times,
you know
including
how
on
many
his duster.
Chris, you know how many Lego Platinums I have? We might be able to talk. I have a lot.
No, we gotta focus. We gotta get through at least round 1 today.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't have the Rock Band one, and I don't have the Clone Wars one.
We gotta get through round 1 today. Gotta focus.
I have Lego Movie 2. I just haven't started it yet because I played it on a different account, and it's the worst Lego game I've ever seen in my life. It's so atrociously bad.
I got Gunscape versus Ratchet & Clank 3, Up Your Arsenal.
Is this one I boast about how rare the Gunscape Platinum is?
Yeah.
Because nobody's ever played that game because it's not that good.
Yeah, this is that part.
So it has a bunch of multiplayer achievements, which because the game had just come out, I got with Shomer and some other people, and like nobody plays the game anymore. It's probably not even possible. I bet it's like offline. It had some. It was like a Lego world building Doom game where you could make your own like first person shooter levels. It had a lot of potential. Except the trophies were to get 1,000 kills with the different guns, so anything beats Gunscape's Platinum.
Ooh, so you're doing Ratchet and Clank?
Yeah, no matter how rare it is, it had an achievement to get 1,000 kills with the bow gun.
Matt, you cool with that?
Which was just
I'm okay with that.
It's the kind of game where people made custom maps that were each map was get this achievement now because of how fucking bad they were. And because nobody played it, you couldn't get that achievement legit anyway. Like it would take you dozens of hours to get 1,000 kills with the bow and arrow. So House Flipper. No, I'm kidding.
So can you remind me, Saints Row Gat Out of Hell has a co-op mode, but I remember that being a problem. Like, did it corrupt the save files? Did it void the trophy? There was something that made us like restart our save data on that.
It's something about the fact that everybody who plays a Saints Row game gets it 5 different times on 16 different consoles. That makes me see Saints Row and get really angry.
Oh, okay. I could have swore there was something buggy.
I don't know. I remember there's a bunch of stuff to like level up the sin weapons all the way.
Yeah,
and just
those were awful.
Fuck out of them.
Yeah, it's House Flipper.
Oh,
locking it in,
man.
Me on that.
Locking it in. Okay.
Wait, you were world first on that?
On House Flipper?
Flipper, yeah.
Very, very impressive. Very impressive.
Even on different time zones in different worlds.
True first.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to Neo.
So do you remember when we started this? And I said I had paid off Matt to vote for something.
Burly Men at
It's
Sea.
Burly Men at Sea against Surgeon Simulator.
No! Surgeon Simulator Platinum.
No, it's by far Surgeon Simulator. This is
Yay. Burly Men at Sea was fun, but the hours that I put in a Surgeon Simulator, if anything, that works against it because the Platinum's really bad. But no, fuck you.
Hey, I was there when you got it.
Oh my god, it took so long.
I like the interesting matchup. So I think Journey to the Savage Planet versus Neo is an interesting matchup. War Machine does add that he's heard bad things about the Neo Plat, something about blacksmithing. I don't remember the blacksmithing being that rough.
So I know exactly what he's talking about because I just did this like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
So in Neo, you have to get a certain number of requests from the blacksmithing guy, and to do that, you have to talk to them a shitload of times. And there was a bug recently patched that was if you just talk to her over and over and over again, even if she has nothing to say. Spoilers, Matt. This is another one of the times my fight stick helped. I just put on the turbo mode for X. The period.
I think I really blacksmithed.
Over like the period of like an hour, you could get like 10 requests, and to get the achievement, you had to have like 80 requests. So I just left it on for a really long time and got all the free request points that I needed to get that. But yeah, without cheating that way, it took fucking forever, apparently.
I'm leaning towards Neo.
Savage Planet has a multiplayer achievement, which is balls for a game like that. It's Metroid Prime, but you have to beat it twice because you're not going to play it multiplayer the first time you do it. And there's an achievement to like get everything 100%ed, so you'd have to basically 100% it twice, which kind of sucked. Yeah. And they kept releasing DLC to beat it in multiplayer again and again. Stop it. Stop releasing DLC for Savage Planet. I don't even have the Neo Platinum.
So you're cool with Neo?
No. I don't want Neo to win.
Oh.
The final boss is bullshit. I beat the final boss. The final boss is bullshit.
Yeah, he's kind of bullshit.
The one where you have to like fight a bunch of clones of him, and then you go into the final room, and then he kills you and you have to fight all the clones again. It's stupid.
Matt, break our tie. Break our tie.
And you can't summon for that fight. It's
I've
stupid.
only heard bad things of Neo, so I'm
Okay, round 35 is Dragon Age Origins, the good Dragon Age, versus Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, the good Yooka-Laylee? It's hard to say. They're both bad.
I didn't play it. My wife got the platinum for Dragon Age. Do as you will. I'm not voting.
Dragon Age has a buggy Xbox achievement. I don't know if it's buggy on PlayStation.
Is it the one for killing the ogre?
Yeah. No, it's for killing 1,000 Darkspawn.
Oh, really? That's buggy?
Yeah, it's buggy on Xbox. I don't know if it's buggy on PlayStation. Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair is basically a do-everything platinum. Dragon Age at least has, some interesting things.
Dragon Age is so boring.
What? Not the first one?
First one?
No, Dragon Age Origins is good.
Maybe I played a different one.
Maybe you did.
It's possible.
I don't know.
I just did not enjoy Dragon Age. Whatever.
If Dragon Age is more interesting than Yooka-Laylee, I'd say Dragon Age. But I haven't played either of them really.
So Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair is like Donkey Kong Country if it wasn't good.
You had me at Donkey Kong Country. And it wasn't good.
I guess Dragon Age is my vote then. Because I don't like Donkey Kong Country as it is.
I'm gonna regret that. Come back and find out Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair is actually good, but it's still too expensive. It's still like $20, maybe $30. I'd buy it when it was like $1.
Snake Pass World.
Terrible. No, I hate both of those games.
Snake Pass is good.
No, it's not.
Snake Pass was featured on Game Maker's Toolkit, not sponsored, and I don't know, it looked pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah.
There's an achievement to beat every mission without dying, and there's a mission entirely based on wind.
Sounds pretty good to me. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds like you need to be adaptive.
I would only put it forward as a snob to say that I have it and it's rare. That's the only reason I'd put it forward. Although it's way less rare than it should be for how hard it is. It's in that situation.
Gotcha.
Where it's really hard and it's 7.5%. I've expected 2%. It's so fucking hard.
Here's the argument for Snake Pass. You get to play as a snake.
I forget. I think it's the snake has a funny name. It's like Yooka-Laylee or Banjo-Kazooie.
Trouser is Yooka-Laylee's snake.
No, it's Doodle and something else. I think the bird's name is Doodle. I'd give it because of that.
Okay, Snake Pass wins. Knocking out all the Lego games. Just Cause 3 versus Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves.
Didn't we already do Sly 3?
We did Sly 2. I don't think we did Sly 3.
Just Cause 3.
Just Cause 3?
Just Cause 3. Not a question.
Matt, do you care?
Oh, it was Sly 3. Yeah, Just Cause 3. Definitely.
The only thing annoying is getting all the gears, which is fine.
Assassin's Creed Unity versus arcade game series Galaga. If you vote against Assassin's Creed Unity, you're voting against friendship. We did it together. We did it together.
Power friendship. Wait, how do you even do that together?
Getting stuck in the ceiling.
Do you remember when you jumped over the crate and you fell into the ceiling? Yes, fell into the ceiling because you fell down and then shot up. And then I followed you and the same thing happened?
Yep. Assassin's Creed Unity has a better Do you remember the part where we both talked about how bad the map was, where just Bukkake shoots collectibles all over the map and how bad it is? It's real bad.
And it's the first game I played when I moved into my new house.
Assassin's Creed Galaga has achievements to beat all the different versions of the bonus stages in Galaga without missing any. And
I've never heard of Assassin's Creed Galaga.
Yeah, I've never heard of Assassin's Creed Galaga. Sounds pretty
I want to play it, though.
I was kidding around. I think Unity gets it because of the power of friendship.
Power of friendship.
That story alone makes it win.
Ooh, Peter with the SJW vote here. Banner Saga versus Life is Strange.
Banner Saga versus Life is Strange. It's Banner Saga.
Is it?
Yeah, Life is Strange is platinum is get a bunch of collectibles.
Which are just taking pictures of things. Also, everybody has it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to disqualify Life is Strange right off the bat because its platinum image is flat blank.
Is
it really?
It's white on transparent. So if you have it on a white background, it looks blank.
It's invisible. It's the worst. I'm disqualifying it for that alone.
Persona 5 versus Ratchet and Clank, a crack in time, not a clank in time. Ratchet and Crack, a clank in time.
Is it bad that I have no memory of any of these Ratchet and Clank games because they're all the same?
I like Persona 5's Platinum.
I like Persona 5.
I don't because I don't have it yet.
Shut up!
Oh. I wasn't going to vote for either of them, really.
Fury versus Sexy Brutale.
Peter, that's all you.
It's so Fury. Furious Platinum is awesome, and it makes you play the game in such fun ways. It has what Shadow of the Colossus was going for, where it was like play the game 100 times, but like it does it better. Like I don't know. It's like play it this way on hard. It's not just like they do more damage. They're actually like more interesting fights. They have new phases. Like
that is good. That's true.
I don't know. I think it's
Colossus doesn't do that.
Fury is a really cool looking game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watched Peter play that at the bachelor party, right?
Yeah, I did. I woke up.
What do we do on bachelor party weekend? All right, play video games.
Some people get
that was really awesome though.
Some people spill alcohol on PlayStation.
Bless that old PlayStation. It still works. I got rum poured on it. An entire like fucking pint of rum got poured on it.
I got Okami HD versus Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
Okami HD. Moving on.
I'm fine with that.
All right then.
Ooh, I thought.
What'd you think?
I've actually been to Shropshire, and it is that pretty. The problem is the achievements that involve you walking through the game a bunch of times because people didn't actually know how to get them to trigger, and there's like no run button. Is the reason that game has a negative spot in my mind, Chris. It's a lot of walking and a lot of not doing anything, and like the plot is interesting, maybe sometimes.
Gone Home's better.
Gone Home is better.
Knack versus Untitled Goose Game. It's Untitled Goose Game, right?
I'm voting for Knack.
Knack's fucking horrible.
Are you really voting for Knack, or is this a bit?
I just said Knack's fucking horrible.
This is my meme vote. I want Knack to move on.
Dibble, join me on Untitled Goose Game.
It's Untitled Goose Game.
That's right.
Probably.
I'm not mad.
It took me a really long time to get the stuff from the farmer. I played it on an Xbox. I didn't get like that many achievements, but I got stuck at the part with the farmer for a really long time because I was like, "Can you fuck off?" And he was like,
"No." Moss versus Assassin's Creed 2.
That's hard. I really like the Assassin's Creed 2 trophy list.
I like both of these. I think these are both winners.
I like Moss's trophy list a lot.
Moss
is
fresh in my mind, so I'm leaning towards Moss, but I think I could be persuaded.
Is it time to pull up to both lists and look at them? I think it's time
to let's do that.
So I haven't looked at the Assassin's Creed 2 achievement list in forever. Assassin does not have 5 S's.
Okay. Moss does have Beat the Game Without Dying, but it's a short game.
There's like 2 parts of the game where that's tricky, but yeah.
They both have like rough collectibles. Moss at least has chapter select and tells you how many of the collectibles you have in that chapter.
I'm considering giving it to Assassin's Creed 2 because I'm remembering all the fun I had with like, because that was the first one with the giant like 2-handed sword and you could just throw it at people and insta kill them. It's like stuck in their face.
That's true. That's a good point.
That was really funny.
Good counterpoint. I don't have that in Moss.
Stun 4 guards by throwing sand in their face. That's great. That's a great achievement. Like, it's 25% for Assassin's Creed 2. What is it for Moss? What's the achievement? It's a VR game, so it's gonna be like 2%, right?
On PSN profiles?
Yeah.
914.
Really?
Yeah.
That's people, or I said percentage for rare.
Yeah, 914 percentage.
Oh, sorry.
567 people have it out of 6,000.
Unlike the 168,000 people who have Assassin's Creed 2. This one's tough. I really like Assassin's Creed 2 a lot. The top comment or the top forum post right now is called "I hate this game." Oh, fuck off, buddy.
This is a tough one. This is the first like really tough one.
Yeah. I gotta agree with that.
I think I'm still leaning towards Moss.
I think I'm still leaning towards Assassin's Creed 2.
Matt, what do you think?
I'm leaning towards Moss.
You know what? I'm going to take away from. You know why I'm going to take it away from Moss on my end?
I should have clicked it as soon as Matt said Moss.
Hold on. Getting all the dust in Moss.
That's what I'm saying. But Assassin's Creed 2 has feathers. You can't tell me one is worse than the other.
You can buy maps for feathers.
And Moss has chapter select. It tells you how many are in the chapter.
But you don't know where they are. even if you found a guide that said these are all the things in the level you can break for magic dust, and it's like 700 things.
It is a lot of things.
It's obnoxious.
You're
thinking about it.
Okay, we can give it to Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
You convinced
I'm not
me.
taking away from Moss. Moss is a fantastic game. It should win all the awards. It's really good. And by that I mean if you like Redwall, you'll like Moss.
Downwell or Medieval?
They're both garbage.
Wow, Downwell's not garbage.
The trophy list is garbage.
The trophy list is garbage.
That would be the third one. War Machine has the multiplayer. I don't think 2 did. It didn't have achievements for it, at least. It might have had it. I know Brotherhood. No, yeah, I think Brotherhood's the first one with a multiplayer. I think.
I lean towards Downwell. Well, I haven't played Medieval. Dibble.
Medieval or VR game?
There was multiplayer in Assassin's Creed 2. That is the one that Cortez and I played a lot in college. Brotherhood was better than 2's, but Medieval had some. It was nothing. Give it to Downwell. It's fine.
Give it a Downwell.
This isn't contentious enough yet that I care.
Okay, I need your opinion because we got Blasphemous versus Uncharted 3.
Blasphemous is what Salt and Sanctuary wishes it was.
Wow, really?
Yeah, Blasphemous is incredible. I don't know why you haven't played it yet.
I
the only people I know who played it is me, my friend Scott, who played it on Switch and never finished it because I think he thought it was too hard, which is fine. He plays on Nintendo consoles, so I'm sure everything's too hard for him.
We're gonna let Uncharted 3 get knocked out though. Like we're gonna look like Xbox shills here.
Why? You don't like Uncharted 3 and I haven't played it. It's not that unreasonable.
Okay,
fine. Blasphemous is really fun and really hard and really good combat.
We got Frozen Synapse Prime, which has a win 100 multiplayer matches trophy in a game where 2 people play multiplayer. So you have to catch them. And Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney collection.
I'd like to remind everyone we're not even halfway with the first round.
Nope.
I need like 1,000 more beers. This isn't even close. Phoenix Wright, I like the idea for the game better. Even the thing about the ladders is funny. That's a funny trophy, Phoenix Wright.
Okay. Dishonored 2 versus Owlboy. It's Dishonored.
Dishonored 2.
Owlboy fucking
Blows.
Definitely.
What are you saying about Owlboy?
It blows.
Okay, good.
This is one of those times where I wish JB was here because JB and I both got that game, so it looked really pretty. Everyone said it was like a really good indie game. We played it. We're like, this game fucking blows, yo.
Super Hot VR versus Batman. I believe this is the Batman Telltale game.
Super VR.
Oh no!
It is by far Batman. Super Hot VR. Like you didn't have to kill a man like that.
God, it's the
talk about dunking on 5-year-olds.
It is, Peter. I just looked it up. It's just called Batman, the Telltale one. It's just called Batman.
Spaceland, which is a turn-based tactics game, versus Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. Not even close. It's Scholar of the First Sin.
It's such a good trophy list.
These are the matchups we wanted in round 1.
Yeah, they are.
Tearaway Unfolded versus Infamous Second Son.
You have Infamous, right?
I do have Infamous.
You didn't do Tearaway, even though it was free?
I did not do Tearaway.
Tearaway's rough. It's kind of like Moss in the way that there's collectibles in each level that are just like... It's like coins in a Mario level. There's just like hundreds of them everywhere. And it's like, oh, I'm missing one.
It's like okay, Chris, we're going to have a Hitman Go like losers bracket, and it can come back at the very end against whoever wins. Just for you.
That's true. It's going to win the ultimate. Thanks for staying up till 1:30 though for this shit fest. We should do more stupid crap like this in the future that nobody wants to watch. But like trophies way too much. So Tearaway, like I said, Tearaway has that crap where it's like there's Mario coins everywhere. You have to get all of them. You have to hope that you miss the really hard one that everybody else missed. So when you Google, I'm missing confetti on this level, where is it? And somebody points it out and you go there, that it's fucking there. Because if it isn't, you're screwed. to play the whole level again and going, where's the dumb, stupid place that I missed it that nobody else talks about? For the people! That's right, it is for the people. Infamous Second Son, not a bad trophy list, but the plot is so dumb.
I would say uninspired.
Do you remember the part where you kill a bunch of people and your brother's like, I'm a cop, but I'm still going to try to protect you for no reason because I'm lawful good and I still shouldn't try to protect you. It's like when you kill everybody with the bomb in Fallout 3 and your dad's like, I fucking hate you, but you're still my son, so I support you. And you're like, why? I killed everybody! So, I think Tearaway is a bit more inspired than Infamous.
Yeah, I think so too.
I loved painting with neon, though. And I also like the ending. Wait, Second Son? I'm thinking of First Light. Unfolded.
I already did it. Sorry. Okay, I got Witcher 3 Wild Hunt versus Ratchet and Clank. This is the PS3, I guess, remaster, re-release? Right? Or is originally on PS3? It's not the PS4.
Yeah, it'd be on PS3, which is the redo of the one on PS2.
I haven't played Ratchet and Clank, but Witcher probably deserves to win this.
Hey, at least you understand that.
What do you think?
Yeah, Witcher. I'm glad I didn't have to get the all cards achievement because my wife already got it. I would have gotten it anyway, but I didn't realize that she'd already gotten it until after the part where there's one missable card in the entire fucking game.
Witcher will have its due later. I'll go after Witcher when it's got a more reasonable opponent.
Super Hot versus Dark Souls 2 is going to be hard.
Okay, we got Mother Gunship versus Job Simulator.
More me versus me. Job Simulator is fucking funny. That's a great...
Job Simulator is a great game to play.
Really funny. I think we played the cooking thing for like 7 hours. And we weren't even drunk yet.
It was just like, even after you did the things, you just wanted to mess around in the game.
Mother Gunship, I don't know if I was world first. I was really early on in Mother Gunship. It's also very rare for like no reason.
Yeah, it's 28 on our rarest.
I don't think I was first to get it, was I? No, I wasn't. I was 9th. Oh, that's right, because it came out the 20th of January and the first platinum was like the 19th, and I was like, oh, fuck you. But whoever got that before me, well done, asshole. But yeah, that had a couple tricky trophies that felt pretty good when I got them, and I was like, yeah, but it's not. Reached Room 20 and Endless. A lot of people were talking about how hard that was, and I feel like I got it way before anybody else did, but I wasn't first to finish the whole game. But I would definitely say Job Simulator, when it comes to a trophy list, was a lot more fun to do.
Job Simulator it is.
Hey.
Yeah, I like Job Simulator.
God, the fucking...
I also like Stickbold.
Stickbold, or Castlevania Requiem, Symphony of the Night, and Rondo of Blood. War Machine mentions that Castlevania Requiem was good for half of it.
Yeah, that's definitely true. The Rondo achievements were rough. There's a lot of places where you had to like do different branching paths, and it just wasn't... It's clearly a game from the 90s, like 1996.
Sure.
So... the only thing I'd say against Stickbold is you really need a second person. That platinum is fucking impossible.
That's true, but I did have a lot of fun playing that. But is that points against it?
You know, we use that as points for Unity. Friendship gets you points.
Yeah.
That's because it was matched up against a hot bowl of dog turds, wasn't it?
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was up against bad things.
It was up against fucking arcade game series Galaga. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I give it to Stickbold. That was fun all the way through, even though it was hard and it required was way better.
Okay, we've been waiting for World War Z to show its ugly face. So we have World War Z versus A Hat in Time.
A Hat in Time.
A Hat in Time. Haven't even played the game. It's A Hat in Time.
It's like what is it? It's just like, it has the feel of like not a Banjo-Kazooie, but like a Mario 64. Go into like an area, do a quick thing, get a star for like $20. It's solid. It's got a lot of customization options. I think there's a DLC. I don't know if it's free. It was really fun. I made some videos for it for the channel that we're on right now.
I've seen it speedrun, so
I actually fucked up with those videos, and I will never actually edit that video to fix the mistake. But some guy, like, the top comment is like, "Hey, you fucking forgot one of them," and it's like, "You're correct. We're gonna fix it."
You're right. We got Crash Bandicoot versus Bloodborne. Now, before I say this, I do want to say that I love Bloodborne. I love Bloodborne. I bought Bloodborne. I bought a PS4 because I played Bloodborne on your PlayStation. It was like the game that sold it for me.
Yep.
Bloodborne's trophy list sucks. It's awful. It's so bad. It's like 99% of the trophy list is just beat the game. And then the last percent is gouge your eyes out in Chalice dungeons.
For hours and hours, and you find out you can't even make the last one because you didn't get enough red jelly, which you didn't even know you fucking needed, and you have to beat the game 2 more times to get enough fucking red jelly to get into that fucking dungeon.
I replay Bloodborne pretty regularly. I still love it, but the trophy list is bad.
How long were we stuck at that one boss that kills you in one hit because you're like your health bar is reduced to like a third of what
I think it's half. Well, it's half if you're the host. If you're the one summoned, you're half of that. You're like a fourth.
Yeah, it's a quarter. Oh my god, that boss is awful.
Jeez.
I think Crash's Platinum is uninspired. Like there isn't much there.
You see, I fucking hated the Chalice dungeons, but at least it was jolly cooperation. Crash Bandicoot's time trials of just do the bridge level. There's literally on our channel, there's a 4-hour stream recording of me just trying to get the gold.
That's true.
On that fucking level.
That's true. You're making a strong argument here.
There's like 50 other levels.
You're making a strong argument here.
It's the kind of thing where if you just look up somebody else's run and follow exactly what they did, granted there's the input and like nailing it, but you know where to go to get it. It's way easier. I
like how our most contentious matchups so far have been when you and I are voting against a game and passionately voting against the game. So are you voting Bloodborne?
I think I'm voting Bloodborne.
Matt, where's your head at?
I say if you're gonna suffer with friends.
So Bloodborne. Okay.
Yeah.
Was there actually
like World War Z was tolerable because I was playing with you guys.
There weren't achievements for the DLC in Bloodborne.
There was. No, there's trophies for Bloodborne's DLC.
That would be the first time because he's never actually had that before in any of his games. He's never had DLC achievements.
Yep, there's DLC achievements in Bloodborne.
Oh shit, you're right. There's 6. The weird horse-headed guy fight blows. Fuck that guy. Ludwig. Fuck that guy.
We got N++ versus Spyro the Dragon.
N++ was famously not achievable for a really long time.
Yeah, it was. One level was completable, but didn't give you credit for completing it. So you could not.
Seems like a thing you should be able to code properly.
And it took a long time for that to get patched.
How many years, Peter?
It took a few years. And then, no, I think it took a few months. I think it was under a year.
No, it was like 2.
And then it also has some co-op trophies that you have to do local co-op for, and they're hard. So you need to find someone who's really good at platforming in addition to yourself, who also has to be good at platforming.
I've actually thought about getting that recently to try to play with my wife.
It's a fun time. It's a good game. It's hard.
Okay, it came out July 28th, 2015. The first platinum was December of 2015. Okay, yeah, you're right. It was under a year. Do you think it's better than Spyro?
I think it's better than Spyro. But I don't really care.
I'm rank Spyro's. Yeah, all right.
I'm not pulling for N++. Like, if you want it to be Spyro, that's fine.
I think Spyro 1 is the tightest experience of the 3.
Okay.
But I've never played N++, so I don't really know what I would do with that information.
It's just good platforming. It's hard, but it is solid.
I leave it completely in your hands. I have a new.
I vote N++.
All right, then do it.
Click. Who played Darksiders 3? How did this get in here?
I did. I played at that because Kyle put it on my fucking profile.
I remember that.
We're joined by the infamous Jake Butt.
Jake Butt weighing in. Jake Butt, you love Darksiders. Jake Butt famously has Darksiders 2 in his profile and has been on there. Every time UHH comes up, it puts on a Darksiders 2 achievement. One of the many games that I was not quick enough to switch profiles before Kyle started on my console. Uncharted 4 is one of them. Darksiders 3, he started before I could stop him. Then I had to finish it. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. And then they added a bunch of DLC achievements, so it's real bad.
So does that mean it's Scribblenauts?
Scribblenauts is also bad, but I would give Scribblenauts.
I thought Scribblenauts was fun.
Scribblenauts is fun to a point. There was a lot of grinding I had to do at the end. I can't even remember what it was.
But yeah, it wasn't great. It was there was a bunch of outfits you needed to buy, and you could only buy them by getting stars, and the only way to get stars is to play the multiplayer mode a lot.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
So JB, I just want you to know it flagged your comment, and it made me approve that you said fuck. So
I'm picking Scribblenauts.
Watch your mouth.
I'm picking Scribblenauts.
Turds already won its matchup,
that.
baby. Turds already won its matchup. I want you to know that before you go to work.
I support Scribblenauts.
Scribblenauts it is, baby. Next up, we got Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag versus Adventure Time Finn and Jake
Investigations. That was a fun game. Black Flag has multiplayer achievements in the base game. Just putting that out there.
So, Adventure Time?
Probably Adventure Time.
Titanfall 2 versus Arcade Game Series Pac-Man. It's Titanfall 2, baby.
Titanfall 2.
We all have that. That's a rare. We all have that platinum.
Yeah, I have that one.
Ooh, Matt.
Darkest Dungeon versus Lego Harry Potter Collection. Which one? 5 to 7. The better one.
5 to 7. Oh, okay. See.
What do you think, Matt?
Are
you getting Darkest Dungeon it?
I think Darkest Dungeon's trophy list is pretty good. The only one that I think you can really complain about is the complete the game on Stygian mode, which is just like it's just play the entire game again, which takes a long time.
Yeah,
it's the entire campaign all over again, and I think you have like a maximum of 15 deaths.
Sure.
And if you exceed that, then you fail it.
If this was Harry Potter 1 through 4, I would have insta-failed it because it had a bunch of buggy achievements. But it's 5 through 7, so yeah.
It's Darkest Dungeon.
It's Darkest Dungeon because we can't let any Lego game get out of the first round.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, I like that.
Fallout 4 versus Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. This is so Uncharted 2, it's not even funny.
You did Fallout 4, didn't you?
I did do Fallout 4. Fallout 4, first off, the game is a mess. And then the trophy list is a mess.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like Uncharted, but I can respect Uncharted and know that it's solidly built. Like, and is well done and well crafted. And, like, it's not for me, but it's a good game.
I just want to say it says Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, so that's just like...
It's just cut off.
It's just bad grammar.
It's just cut off.
Yeah, sure. Uncharted 2 is fun.
Get out of here, Fallout.
Oh.
Fallout 3 and New Vegas are better. We got Railway Empire versus Trover Saves the Universe.
Oh, here we fucking go. Are we halfway yet? Oh my god.
We're almost halfway.
We're almost halfway.
One, and we're an hour and a half in. That's why I want to cut you off when you go on your tangents.
Sorry, I just get passionate. I'm going to need like 100 more beers.
Right. Railway Empire is a solidly built train simulator. It's not really a train. It's a railway simulator. Like you make towns and you make tracks and stuff. You don't really drive the trains, although you can if you want to.
Oh my god! Where's my save kill the animals coin? I need that coming up pretty soon.
The trophy list is bad, and the scenarios are unnecessarily long. Like, is Trover Saves the Universe good?
It makes lots of really funny poop jokes.
I really, really despise Trover Saves the Universe. I think it is like the dumbest thing to ever come out.
It's so fucking funny.
It's so dumb. I can't believe anyone thinks it's funny.
Oh my god! I'll give it to Railway Empire.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna vote for Railway Empire.
Funny. It's the I guess the trophy list isn't great, but the game.
I mean. It just leans into it too much for me. It's just like, okay, I get it. You don't have to keep saying the same thing like 20,000 times.
I get that. But I love Kyle, and I thought Kyle was physically going to die. He was laughing so hard.
No,
which I guess means its humor level is below toddler baby poop. So.
We got Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. The first one, Call of Duty 4, versus the first one, Call of Duty 4. Fuck this series. Versus Crayola Scoot.
I gotta give it to my boy Crayola Scoot.
Get out of here! Are you kidding me?
It's fucking Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but with crayons.
It's Call of Duty.
Scooters.
Matt,
so
you're Call of Duty, right? Yeah.
No!
Get out of here,
dude. No! Call of Duty.
Get eliminated, Crayola Scoot.
Oh my god!
Call of Duty
I urge you all
so
to play Crayola Scoot. If you miss Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, you have to play Crayola Scoot. It's gonna be like $10. It's gonna be so cheap. It's such a fun game.
We got
in real time. I see the subscriber count just going down.
It's only funny because it's true. We got Invisible Ink versus Deep Ones.
How is it $30? Is that serious?
Talk to me about Deep Ones because I'm voting for Invisible Ink unless you really work hard on this. Dibble?
Deep Ones was a 2D game I thought belonged on a calculator.
Okay, I'm voting for Invisible Ink.
Invisible Ink.
66 is tough. So 66 is tough. So 66 is Middle Earth Shadow of War versus the Dwarves. Shadow of War takes everything good about Shadow of Mordor and makes it bad, and then takes all the bad parts about Shadow of Mordor and makes them worse. And then, while it's doing that, it also spits on Tolkien's grave and, like, desecrates the earth. Like, I don't know. I've never been personally offended playing a video game until I played Shadow of War.
I don't know if that's true, Peter.
And then the Dwarves is almost intentionally a bad game. Probably not intentionally. Probably just is one.
I wish you had the platinum in Valhalla Heights or whatever the fuck.
Valhalla Hills? Yeah.
Is that the one, or what's the one with the VR one? Vikings? Go Vikings?
Vikings is the VR one. Viking Days.
I wish you had the platinum that so we could talk about the 20 minutes of us being like, no, this is how you sharpen an axe on a grindstone. It just kept breaking. We were like, I don't know what you want from me. Like, I don't know why this isn't working.
I can't believe either of these are going to make it to the second round. The dwarves.
You want them both to lose.
The dwarves hurt me less.
Pick the dwarves. I can't believe you even finished the dwarves. Didn't I buy that for you as my bachelor present?
Yeah, you bought that for me as a joke to say go F yourself.
I've done that a lot of times to people. As Matt likes to say, you just like to see people suffer, and I always say, no, I like to see people I care about suffer. It's no fun if I don't care about them.
So is it the dwarves?
The dwarves, yeah.
This next one's going to be a very interesting technicality because Teslagrad has a bad trophy list mechanically. It's platinum is for getting the last collectible, which you don't need to get because you get all the other trophies by getting 35 collectibles. Yeah. And the platinum says to get 36, but you physically can't get it without having already gotten the platinum.
Yeah.
So on that, I disqualify it immediately as being a bad trophy list.
I'm fine with that.
It mechanically is not a problem. It's the same thing as Beat Blaster when we get to that.
Yeah.
The trophy list does not work the way it was written to work. It's a bad trophy list.
So Dragon Age Inquisition wins?
Unfortunately.
This hurts to click.
What about the next one? Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth versus Lateral Damage, baby.
Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth is...
You don't need to sell me on this.
If you like Digimon, it's a solid game.
You don't need to sell me on this.
And then the platinum is bad.
Oh, damn it. We have to fight over which one's worse again.
I would still vote for Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth.
I really hoped you were going to say Cat Lateral Damage.
No, I'm not going to vote for Cat Lateral Damage.
Are you going to vote for Digimon over Dragon Age?
And I don't need to tell you that right now.
All right, then do it. Put Digimon through. This is a shit show.
For the third episode.
Okay, match 69 is Star Trek Bridge Crew, a game about friendship and enjoying time in VR together.
We did both of these together.
Versus A Way Out, which is also a game about friendship, and you have to play with a fellow person.
Oh my god!
Yeah, but A Way Out sounds way funnier.
Horrible.
Star Trek Bridge Crew, even when it's bad, it's fun.
Hey,
finger guns. A Way Out is never good, even when it's at its best.
I'm waiting for the A Way Out shills to show up because I know a lot of people were like, "This is a fun adventure."
There are no A Way Out shills. There's just people who like A Way Out.
It's not that good. I don't know. There's enough people watching now that there might be a shill for A Way Out.
What was the problem with the Bridge Crew trophy list? You have to play on the old Enterprise, which doesn't tell you what any of the buttons do, which is hilarious.
That was so good. Like, VR experiences are fun because it's like a new thing. A new thing with another person in VR is the greatest experience of your life. And it was like, you're used to playing on the bridge where it tells you what buttons do, and you play on the old bridge where it's like a bunch of fucking Tic Tac wrappers that are colored, and you're like, I don't know what anything does. It's like, raise shields. Boop, I lowered shields. We're fucked.
I just had a good time the entire time we played Bridge Crew, even when we were losing on that one mission.
Yeah. Oh, the one that we eventually metagamed and we figured out like how to fuck them. Oh, that was so good.
Yeah,
And it's another game where like we're not going to elite it over other people, but it's like getting that without another person in VR is like basically impossible.
Yeah, it's so hard to get by yourself.
It takes a really long time to transfer between seats when you have to do multiple rolls. It's really hard. Also,
if we had 4 people, it'd be really easy.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking great.
We got Rayman Legends versus Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes.
You mean Rayman Origins?
That's what I meant.
DC Superheroes, Batman 2 is pretty fucking Jalen. How did you get this link?
Is Rayman Origins the game that you need to wait a week to get more challenges in?
That's Rayman Legends.
Okay.
That's the bad. I don't have the platinum in that because of that exact reason. Rayman Origins is a fucking exceptional game. It's like on all platforms. It's so good. I would say Batman 2 only gets a leg if it's a different game because it does the music thing for Superman and Batman, but not the rest. It was the first like big open world Lego Batman game. It was really, really fun. But fuck, Origins is so good.
So what are you thinking?
There's so much brotherly love right now in chat.
So where are you leaning? What are you thinking?
I'm gonna give it to Origins because everybody needs to play that game. It's a very rare instance of a platformer where you don't have to do the speedrun mode to like be able to do the levels really fast. Also, it has that great video by who is it? Not Mega 64, the other ones. Hey Ash, what you playing? Where they're like grandma is dying of terminal cancer and they give her Rayman Origins and they get a King Lum and it does like the great King Lum music and they're like, if this doesn't save you, nothing will, and then she dies. It's a great video. You should watch it.
Is it a great video?
Yeah, it's a great video.
Origins is a fucking incredible game.
It's locked in. Amnesia Collection versus Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
I really wanted both of these to go forward to the first round and the fucking matched up against each other. It's got to go to Bloodstained.
You want an Amnesia Collection?
The absolute shit that has made it into the second round, and then we have to eliminate good games in other groups.
I think the Amnesia base game trophy list is solid, unfortunately, because it's going to have to lose to Bloodstained. Well, there's a really good achievement, which is to like beat the game using a certain number of items, which like, teaches you, by the way, this game isn't nearly as scary as you think it is. It's not that many times the thing can kill you.
Sure.
But I have to damn the game because they recently added a DLC achievement, which is to beat the game on like Ultra Nightmare mode, where you die if you like go slightly insane for 1 second, and there's like no candles, so they can go fuck themselves.
So it's Bloodstained?
Oh, dude, you Sindel, don't worry. These are all like 1,000-year-old games. We haven't gotten to like a modern game in 100 fucking things. Oh my god, Dead by Daylight's coming up.
We're doing Bloodstained?
Bloodstained, absolutely Bloodstained. That was a great. I don't even have to talk about how good that was versus how bad Amnesia's was.
Dishonored 1 versus Rocket League.
Did Rocket League have a really bad trophy in it? I think it was just pretty generic.
I thought they were easy.
I think all of Rocket League's bad trophies are in DLC.
I think so too. What was the hardest one? I have to look that up.
Well, up on screen. I think Dishonored's trophies are really fun to accomplish.
I really like Dishonored, and I want to vote for Dishonored.
Yeah. The rarest achievement in Rocket League is complete every practice drill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was at the rarest one.
Yeah.
Win the season championship is the second rarest. I feel like that's the last one.
Let me pick Dishonored for this. Let me have this.
Yeah, sure. I just if there was anything wrong with it.
We got Dead by Daylight versus Minute. Can it please not be Dead by Daylight?
Minute.
The only thing I would say is that it was fun to play with you guys. If it didn't have kill 500 people as the killer, which you don't get to do with your friends.
Literally, if it didn't have that trophy, it might be a contender.
Yeah, if it counted you playing with your friends and killing your friends, that would be an easy shit.
Yeah.
Way better multiplayer.
That would have been only fun. Outer Wilds versus Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Outer Wilds is another game that I love and has a shit trophy list.
It's really bad. Landing on the sun station made me almost pop a blood vessel in my eye.
But I actually kind of like that.
Get out! No, you didn't. You're lying. You would lie to our chat.
For real though, I like these weird challenge trophies sometimes.
But they're not good challenges.
Matt, you're the guy who got
it's like
survive a fall by assassinating an elite in Halo Reach on your first fucking try.
Hey, I'm first to admit I'm a weird dude. Like, no rebuttal there. But yeah, I actually kind of liked the challenge of it.
I'm still voting for Outer Wilds. I don't want to vote for Lego.
Are you voting for Lego Marvel Superhero? No, it's Outer Wilds.
It's Outer Wilds.
Yeah.
See, here's another. Last of Us 2 Remastered versus Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, those are both banger games. Last of Us 2 has awful multiplayer trophies.
Last of Us 1. Stop saying Last of Us 2.
Last of Us 1.
None of us have played Last of Us 2, but we all think it's bad anyway. Hey.
You don't know that. Last of Us 1 has bad multiplayer trophies.
I thought you recently got Ghost of Tsushima. I didn't know you got Last of Us 2.
No, I don't have Last of Us 2. I just have Ghost.
I just said none of us have played it, and you said you don't know that. I do know that.
Oh, okay. I vote Horizon.
I guess I also vote Horizon. I helped with that platinum. I wasn't the main person to play it, but I did like the last, as usual. My wife did 95%, and I had to do the last achievement, which is like beat the game on the harder difficulty when I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Gotta love doing that.
Banner Saga 3 versus Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens.
That's a bad Lego game. Lego Saga. Or Banner Saga.
Lego Saga.
Lego Saga.
Banner Saga 3.
They tried to make a full-length Lego game out of one movie of content. Bad choice. Don't do that.
Little Big Planet 3 versus Marvel Spider-Man.
The fucking meme is going to be Lego Ninjago. It has to make it to the final, or I'm just out of this.
To the finals.
Such a fucking good Lego game.
Marvel Spider-Man has a good list.
Dude, are you really gonna argue against Little Big Planet 3?
I haven't played Little Big Planet 3.
The 18th rarest platinum on this list somehow? Just pick Marvel Spider-Man and let's keep going.
Okay. I'm down with that.
We're gonna have to make this into multiple sessions. Like after round 1, we'll stop.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
We're only on 77, and it's been how many hours?
It's been almost 2 hours.
Oh my god!
Psychonauts versus Sayonara Wild Hearts.
I would argue against Psychonauts because there's one achievement which is significantly more difficult. The trophy list was copied over from the Steam version, which can be run at a higher frame rate than PlayStation can support. And the game speed for that achievement matches the frame rate, which makes it preposterously difficult. It is easier on PC because of it. It is like, the amount of error, the margin for error on PlayStation is shockingly small. Like, it took me multiple hours of doing just one thing over and over again to get it. And it's not like your reaction time to this. You're in the middle of a ring of targets that pop up, and you don't know when they're going to pop up in what ring, and you just have to get a certain score. And they're based, like, how they jump up and how fast you move is based on the frame rate of the game. And obviously on PlayStation it's lower than on PC, where it can be like 120.
Sure.
So it's way harder. But I would still give it to Psychonauts just because. Actually, I'd give it to Sayonara because you talked about how great that game was.
It's a good game. The trophy list is just do really well on all the levels.
And there's a lot of trophies that are kind of secret based on stuff you don't know about, right?
Yeah, there's some trophies that are solve this riddle, and there's riddles in the game that tell you to do something. So if you don't cheat, they're actually pretty interesting.
Would you want to give it to Sayonara insofar as they're interesting to try to figure out, or you wouldn't because you would just have to Google them?
No, I think they're interesting. I would give it to Sayonara.
I'd say Psychonauts is a better game, but that achievement is really fucking bad.
Sayonara sneaks in.
Oh, dude, Gungeon Plat's real bad.
Enter the Gungeon versus Volume.
I might give it to Gungeon though because of how much effort I'd put into it, and I feel like it deserves to keep going.
Plus, the second player shoots a Nerf dart gun, which is awesome.
So when you play in 2-player mode in Gungeon, the second player has like a Nerf Maverick. Like
also Robert Kopp.
And Robert Kopp. Gungeon is so fucking wow. Okay, you already locked that in. The hardest achievement.
Well, you both said it. Was I not supposed to lock that in?
The hardest achievement in the Gungeon is to complete all the challenges for Freifel, who you don't even have from the start of the game. You have to find him after like unlocking a bunch of NPCs, which I'm sure Usindel has done a bunch of. And then when you talk to him, he says, "Hey, hunt a bunch of this specific enemy," and he doesn't give you the next challenge until you've killed X number of that enemy. And I think like the 6th or 7th enemy he makes you fight only spawns on one floor and has like a very small chance to spawn in each room of that floor. And he makes you kill like 20 of them, which is basically just use the floor skipper, go to floor 4, do the whole floor. You didn't get any, do it again, over and over and over and over. That's the only reason nobody has that platinum, is because of how fucking horrible that achievement is. It's awful. And when you finish it, you're like, "Am I done?" And he goes, "Nope, there's 2 more." And the last one is to beat specific variants of final bosses. And it's like, stop! I liked the game. Stop!
It already won.
Good. Okay, keep going.
Surgeon Simulator VR versus Lego The Hobbit.
Lego The Hobbit was bugged on release. Surgeon Simulator VR. I beat that in like 5 hours. It was really fun. It's just Surgeon Simulator's normal trophy list, but like actually possible and more fun to do.
XCOM 2 versus Return of the... Oh, get out of here!
Oberdin.
Oberdin's trophy list is not good.
Oberdin is just playing the game.
It can't lose!
Oberdin's trophy list is bad.
Oberdin's trophy list is bad.
Yeah, XCOM 2 is like hard, but it's a good trophy list.
But Oberdin can't lose!
Looks like it's losing today.
Oh, Jalen says Oberdin. We got another vote for Oberdin. Are you gonna say no to the fans? And by fan I mean guy in chat who knows if it's like fuck these guys.
How can you in good conscience vote Oberdin's trophy list into this?
Considering the video that I literally made for this YouTube channel where I said how fucking bad it is.
Yeah.
There's 2 bad... it's got to be XCOM 2. Then.
Yeah, get out of here.
The only reason is I didn't play it. I would never play it because I hate that style of game when I play it. But I like watching people play those games. I hate playing them.
You like watching Peter? You like watching Marbazir?
Marbazir's great. People should subscribe to Marbazir on YouTube.
Hello.
Yeah, shout out. Not sponsored. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Shout out to Marbazir.
Not partnered.
That dude is the best at grid games I've ever seen, Peter. Fucking step your game up.
I know I'm bad. I just like them. We got Dark Souls 2. Not Dark Souls 2, not Scholar of the First Sin. Base Dark Souls 2 versus Doom Eternal.
The multiplayer getting the 1,000 kills achievement fucking sucks.
It's 200.
It's way too many kills. If you play the only good multiplayer mode, fucking Usindel's just gonna be like, I'm out of here. Fucking unsubscribe. If you only play the good mode, which is playing as demons, it'll take like 1,000 matches to get 200 kills.
No, that was no bueno. Dark Souls.
I don't know. Non-scholar is so bad.
I mean, I vote for Dark Souls.
Good.
I vote for Dark Souls. You don't even have to care, Dibble. You're outvoted no matter what you vote for.
I liked everything in Doom Eternal's trophy list except for like 3 of them.
Except I didn't like Doom Eternal. Got him.
But we said this is for trophy lists.
That's fair.
How dare you?
Shovel Knight Treasure Trove or Lego Harry Potter Collection years 1 through 4?
I haven't done... I just said whenever 1 through 4 shows up, I'd say no to it, so Shovel Knight.
Yeah,
I still haven't done Shovel Knight.
Knight's great.
I want to do Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight's great. Battlefield 1 or Lego Ninjago the movie, the game.
What the fuck did you say? It was Dark Souls versus Doom. We were going to be kind of okay with it either way, all right? Ninjago. Lego Ninjago is amazing. Battlefield 1 had so many multiplayer achievements that made me want to
Yeah.
So
don't joke about suicide on YouTube, but like, hey, we're going to get demonetized anyway. Said fuck 1,000 times. Battlefield 1 had an achievement to get like every multiplayer class to level 20, which took It took having CJ drive out to visit me to do it.
So you're not kidding, right? Really, Lego Ninjago?
Actually, Lego Ninjago. It's the best Lego game trophy list I've ever done. It's so good. If Chris Atwood was here, he would agree. It's a really fucking good trophy list.
Stellaris versus Control. That's really interesting.
I haven't played either.
So Stellaris is a grand strategy game.
Yeah.
Its trophy list on release was bugged, and the platinum wasn't unlockable.
That is a point against it already.
Its platinum list requires you to beat the game many times, and requires heavy RNG.
Okay.
Control is like, like games that are just like, it's a solid list. Like it didn't really make me do anything crazy. It didn't really make me go out of my way for anything. The collectibles are pretty easy. It's like, it's just a solid list. I don't know. I guess I lean more towards Control.
I was gonna say I have lots of coins. Do you want me to flip a coin? I can flip lots of coins.
It sounds like the Stellaris experience was more of a grind.
I really like Stellaris, but it can be pretty awful. Also, it has multiplayer, but you can't unlock trophies in multiplayer, which is the best way to play the game.
Yeah, I get why people don't do that because it immediately with Dead by Daylight. The reason it's so rare and so hard to do is because if they'd made the 500 kills boostable in multiplayer, but all the rest not, I'd be super okay with that.
Yeah.
Because at least I boosted most of them anyway. The 50 chainsaw dashes, you just fucking teabag next to people.
That's organic boosting though.
Yeah, so that's organic. You have to try for that. But yeah, it kind of bums me out when games like that don't let you do that. But I would if Peter said, "Hey, can you play Stellaris with me to help me get these achievements?" I'd be like, "You better help me get the rest."
We got Resident Evil 7 Biohazard or Yooka-Laylee. It's Resident Evil. Right?
If I had played them both, I would have said Yooka-Laylee because Resident Evil 7 involves probably 3 or 4 playthroughs.
It does require a few playthroughs.
And I hate that shit. But I hate Yooka-Laylee more, and I didn't have to play Resident Evil 7, so I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sneaking it in. Lords of the Fallen versus the Invisible Hours is interesting.
Whoa, this is such a fucking mediocre matchup.
Because I think I have to vote for Lords of the Fallen.
I hate to agree. Invisible Hours is so fucking meh. And the worst part is if you don't Google which weird interactions did I miss, you just have to go to each of the chapters and just zoom through the timeline to find out which thing you missed and then watch it and then you go, all right, next chapter. Yeah,
if you pause it, it gives you a checklist.
Are you fucking with me right now?
No, if you pause Invisible Hours, it'll give you a checklist of things that you do and don't have.
Fuck.
But it's still Lords of the Fallen, right?
I don't know if I ever noticed that. Yeah, I guess.
I guess. No one is enthusiastic.
So defeated.
only because the ending of Invisible Hours is not nearly as satisfying as it fucking should have been. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't played a VR game you're never going to play. The fucking blind, not blind guy.
You're blind.
What the fuck was that?
There's a Tales of Platinum on that game.
What the fuck was that?
We got Observer versus Grim Fandango Remastered.
Observer involves 3 playthroughs, and I'm going to give it to Observer because Grim Fandango's trophy list is just like Broken Age, where you have to Google everything to know how to do it because you would never fucking know how to do it otherwise.
So it's Observer?
Yeah. I would say it's a 90s point-and-click adventure game, but it's more like an 1890s point-and-click adventure game where you have to have weeks of time to be able to figure it out on your own. Otherwise, you'd never figure it out.
We got Tricky Towers versus Tales from the Borderlands.
Matt, I
want Tales of the Borderlands.
Oh, okay. Matt just likes the fucking finger guns.
Wait,
who
seriously?
doesn't like the finger gun fight?
You're both picking Tales from the Borderlands?
Are you really not picking? Are you going to be that guy?
I would vote for Tricky Towers.
Such a piece of shit. You're such a piece of garbage.
I mean, you outvoted me anyway. It doesn't matter.
Is it because you got the platinum twice?
Yeah.
Yeah, one's for you and one's for someone else.
Got him.
I don't count it on my list of platinums that I like. Whenever anyone talks about them, I don't count it, so it doesn't matter.
We got Lego Movie the video game, the movie the game, versus Dark Souls 3.
They made a game for the movie?
Yeah, they made a second one for the second movie.
Did they make a movie for the game for the movie?
Oh my god, they need to keep going.
There was actually a really long-running joke between me and Lindsay about that. We called it Lego the movie, the Ninjago the game, the movie.
I vote Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, Dark Souls.
I agree. Lego Movie isn't a bad Lego game, but it's not nearly as good as Ninjago.
Ooh.
Ticket to Ride, USA and France versus Dishonored, Death of the Outsider.
Oh my god.
USA and Frar.
You didn't like Dishonored.
Yeah,
this one, right?
like that one?
I like all the Dishonored. Yeah, this is so far Dishonored, it's not even funny. Ticket to Ride had a bugged trophy on release that took them 3 years to patch. And when I emailed the devs that it was broken, they told me, we're working on it, even though the game hadn't been patched for 2.5 years.
What a fucking joke.
But I guess they were, because it did eventually get patched.
I agree. If we were basing this on like actual trophy lists, Lego Movie should have won because it's actually reasonable and doesn't demand dozens of hours of grinding for no reason.
Turns out I'm a Dark Souls shill, and I voted for it despite that.
Yeah. I also like that basically every single time you send any messages, it makes me approve them because you swear in all of them. Which I'm never not going to approve because I agree.
I vote Dishonored.
Grinding for ears on the steps against the Silver Knights is fucking appalling.
I love Dishonored.
Sorry, you voted Dishonored?
Dishonored.
Yeah. Also, having a bugged trophy for multiple years. Come on, man.
It's kind of unacceptable, yeah.
The Sims 4 versus...
Oh, boy.
Do we say Fee or Fae?
It's Fee, I think.
Iron.
We say Iron.
Oh, Iron, yeah, Iron. I liked Iron.
Yeah.
His trophy list wasn't the worst thing ever. I think
Sims
I got
4
it
trophy was...
It's worth noting that The Sims 4 you can cheat and unlock in less than 2 hours.
Yes, you can just download some guy's pre-built house with all the pre-built scenarios and just play for like 2 minutes and get the trophy.
I don't know if that gives it points or takes away points.
It doesn't even count.
That one crosses the line into 2.
I'm voting for Fee.
Yeah. Give it to Iron. Oh, this is a good one.
Gauntlet versus Persona 5 Royal.
Fuck you, Gauntlet.
So Matt, have you looked at Persona 5 Royal's trophy list?
I have not.
So Persona 5 Royal's trophy list is completely different from Persona 5. It's basically do all of the new activities that have been added in Persona 5.
Okay.
In Persona 5 Royal.
Where's Shomer?
I thought you still had to max some stuff.
You have to max your stat block, but you don't need to do all the confidants. You don't need to read all the books. You don't need to do any of that stuff. Its trophy list is like kind of bad.
In bad because it's easy.
Yeah.
Royale is.
Yeah.
I like the chat tag, which is Gauntlet was fun and didn't have a cat dictate bedtime. So
Royal,
so true.
Royal only does that twice. They took a lot of that out.
They took out the part where you can't do more than like 5 minutes of stuff where the cat says, "Oh, it's 6 p.m. You have to."
They took that out significantly.
That's awesome.
God.
Yeah, I think because you can still choose, but we're talking about trophies.
I like Gauntlet's trophy list. It makes you play every character to a certain extent.
So,
but it has the Dead by Daylight kill 500 guys problem. All of those numbers are too high.
Yeah, it's like kill 1,000. It's like kill 1,000 enemies as each version of the wizard.
Or like using this technique and then this technique and then that technique.
I want
that's just too much.
But I want to be a shield because I have it and you don't.
Yeah, but I like Persona 5. And I hate Gauntlet.
Also, the only reason I have Platinum is because I rolled a nat 20 twice on the final 2 levels. You have to do 50 levels in a row of the like endless mode. You have to get to level 50. And I had 0 resurrection tokens with 0 life at level 48. And it spawned the level with no enemies, which has like a 1 in 25 chance of happening. And then level 49 was also the 1 in 25 chance of getting no enemies. Like, it's just a straight corridor to the next floor. And I was like, like I was in chat with Shomer at the time. Like I had a stroke. I was like screaming. He was like, "What?" I was like, "I got the platinum completely on accident. There's no way that should have happened."
See, now you can't say it never happens to you.
Matt, we're gonna force him in, right? It's Persona.
Yeah, Persona 5 right now.
Go ahead and do Persona 5. I want it to be Gauntlet. Let the fucking record show. I gave it to Gauntlet.
Burnout Paradise versus Valley.
This is me versus me. Paradise is an ass load of multiplayer you can't do anymore. So
I vote Paradise.
Really? I just said you can't get it anymore.
Okay, fine. Valley.
Yeah.
Valley's plot is weird, but it's like it plays into like the Wolfenstein Doom thing, not Doom, but Wolfenstein thing, where it's like there's this weird mystical power in this valley, so Nazis showed up to try to harvest it to win World War II, and I was like, what? That was totally out of nowhere. So it was actually really fun.
I got Super Hot and Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice.
Anything but Hellblade.
That
reference is terrible.
Yeah, it's super hot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Demon Souls versus Infamous First Light.
I'm gonna throw that at Infamous because I think that character is fun, her powers are fun, and the resolution to her story is fun.
And it doesn't overstay its welcome like other Infamous games.
Yes, it's very short. It's a spin-off they made into its, although it has the like weird arena mode that's cancer.
That's true.
But it doesn't make you grind one dark skeleton for 600 hours to get the pure blade stone drop.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, doesn't Demon Souls have a ridiculous like rare drop weapon trophy to it?
It every pure material drop is shockingly rare, except for some reason pure blade stone is even rarer than is remotely reasonable, and the only way to get it is that Shomer gets it for you and gives it to you.
I got
shut up.
Tetris Effect versus Life is Strange Before the Storm.
This is all you, Peter.
This is Tetris Effect. Life is Strange Before the Storm is the same problem as Life is Strange 1. It's just collectibles.
It's just too simple.
You're right. I'm very bitter.
I really hope Tetris Effect gets knocked out next round, though. So.
I put in the fucking time, and it just did not give it to me. It's a 1 in 128 chance, and I killed the guy who drops it 250 something times. It should have given it to me at least twice by then, and it didn't. And everybody online was like, at least 200 kills, you should have like 10 drops by then. And I was like, Sorry, I could argue that forever. It's stupid.
We got Astrobot Rescue Mission or Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Good trophy list, good game, Astrobot.
Astrobot.
Call of Duty World at War or Halloween Forever.
You're 10th?
I'm kind of biased towards Call of Duty games, I'll be honest.
I'd give it to World at War over Halloween Forever.
Yeah.
It felt more, if you earned it more with World at War. Halloween
yeah,
Forever.
even the hardest like veteran campaign. It was,
I killed him
259
times. I should have killed him 260. He's fucking great.
Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare, or Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
I will always prefer to beat up 10-year-olds over actually having to put in effort.
Me too.
Is Garden Warfare, like, is it fun? Like, is it a solid trophy list? Because Sekiro's trophy list kind of ruins the experience. Like,
you have to play it like, what, 3 times?
You have to play it 4 times.
That's way too many times. Garden Warfare, if they re-released it, if they remastered it, and it was still by EA, and it said if you pay for this, you love to suck our dicks, I'd probably still buy it and beat up 10-year-olds.
Oh, okay.
Matt made fun of me for a long time because he's like, it's just Call of Duty for 10-year-olds, and I was like, yeah, I'm really good at it. Yeah, I was always top of the charts.
Like that scene from It's Always Philly.
I really like
it. He just beats up all the kids. Oh, it's so good. That's exactly what it is.
I really like Sekiro, but the grind at the end just sucks.
I know. Did you get that?
Yeah, I got that.
Did you get that? No, not you. Him in chat. Did you get that platinum? Minus the XP grind at endgame. Yeah, that's kind of it.
Slain Back from Hell or Dave the Tentacle Remastered?
So Slain, this is the mix for me where I stopped playing that game initially because I thought the trophy list was too hard and I didn't like the game enough to put the time in. And then I finally sat down, went back and did it again and got all of the like beat the whole game without dying, beat the whole game without using an entire mechanic that actually makes bosses possible. And it felt very rewarding after I finished it. However, Dave the Tentacle Remastered has a phrase that made my wife so angry. She kept walking out of the room whenever she saw me playing it.
So you get points for that, right?
So you get points for that. However, one of the achievements in it is to ring a bell on a front desk like 1,000 times my name is Mayo style. So they both have really bad achievements.
I vote Slain based on that.
I think I'm going Slain as well.
Infamous or Resident Evil 2? It is Resident Evil 2, baby.
Yeah, for sure. I just finished Infamous. The second playthrough blows. It has a morality system. You have to play it as a good guy and a bad guy, which is just a waste of your time.
Thief.
Oh my god.
Thief or The Order 1886?
Okay.
Oh my god.
So Thief is like
the worst
generic Walmart brand Dishonored, right?
And The Order is generic Walmart brand anything. Like third-person shooter game.
Neither of them win.
I'll say that I bought Thief for $3. I overpaid.
It's too much money.
I overpaid.
Oh man, I don't. What Annalise?
My god.
One of her roommates played that in college, and she bought it for like $10, and she fucking hated it.
Yeah, it's just the gameplay itself is just awful and terrible, and it's so janky, which just makes getting the trophies just terrible.
Yeah,
they're so not fun to get. Actually,
I guess The Order 1886 looks pretty. Like, does it win because of that alone?
Oh, it has to, because in Thief you need to steal every collectible in each level.
You can
miss them.
Okay.
And the problem is that if you miss them, or you miss like a certain subset of collectibles, right? It doesn't matter if you collected the other ones fully previously; it overwrites that. So if you don't get everything, you really need to go back and play the entire level again to get everything.
But Order 1886 fucking blows, so neither of them advance. Yeah.
I pick Order 1886.
Can we insert? Can we insert? What is it? Hitman Go.
Haven't finished
into this bracket.
Hitman Go wins this bracket.
Hitman Go is better than both of those.
Order 1886.
Yeah. Order 1886.
One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 versus Overcooked 2.
Overcooked 2.
Overcooked 2.
Overcooked 2 by far.
One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 involves leveling up all the characters that are only assigned to you at random, which means you have to replay levels over and over again, hoping they assign that character to you so that you can level them up, which is a complete fucking waste of your time.
I got Call of Duty World War II or Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary World Tour.
Call of Duty World War II.
World War II.
It's like Jesus the best Christ, Call of Duty game.
That's the best plot and the best.
Quick, while he's distracted, Peggle 2 versus Until Dawn. Go, 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 go.
Peggle 2, Peggle
2. Isn't Peggle 2 just beat the game?
No, let's get all the optional objectives.
Yeah, it's beat the game with all the optional objectives.
Until Dawn.
Yeah, but Until Dawn is like just
times,
isn't that just the story? Choose your own adventure story.
That's true. I voted Peggle 2. I just want to make it interesting.
Okay, yeah.
Did you end up getting that?
Yeah, I have that. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, which I do not have, or Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus,
which I have both of.
Yeah, this is you all the way.
There's so many of these that are me versus me. Listen, we should actually go back and check how many of these are me. Say hi to the camera.
So the man versus food, it's me versus me.
Cat points.
Right, you can leave now. You can leave, Cat.
Cat points.
Sometimes she comes up and she'll like do this like thing where she stretches up but like hooks her claws into my arm. And it scares the shit out of me because I'll have my arm on my chair. Oh fuck! But Phantom Pain because I have it and Peter doesn't.
There you go. I mean, technically, you have both of these and I don't have them.
But Into the Nexus isn't as good.
Okay. Dust, an Elysian Tale?
Yeah.
Or One Piece Burning Blood?
Most people
How many
say
One Piece games are there?
A lot. Most people say Elysian Tale. Also, there's like 3 of them I haven't done. I haven't started Pirate Warriors 4 yet, even though I own it. I only beat Dust because I accidentally found an exploit, which I googled later and is not intentional. Burning Blood is a multiplayer achievement for a game that nobody plays the multiplayer in.
Gross.
It took like 3 hours of waiting to get one match, and then I lost, but it only mattered to play one match. Thank fucking Christ. If I'd had to win, I would have been screwed.
So is it Dust? I
really don't want to give it to Dust, but it has a decent overworld RPG thing going on. It's just not a very good game. It's a good game considering it's a one-person dev. Like, it's impressive how good it is. But
say give it to Dust.
Good. Just give it to Dust. It's better than One Piece Running.
Titan Souls or SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. Titan Souls is so good.
It's also really balls.
It's so good.
Did you cheese the final 2 achievements?
Yeah, shut up.
SpongeBob doesn't make you do that. But compared to the PS2 version, the final spatulas you buy from Mr. Krabs, they go up by like 1,500 each for shiny objects, which is the currency you get. Just to be clear here, we're doing these by trophy before doing it by how good the game is. So Titan Souls is an incredible game, but the trophy list is kind of balls because there's beat the game on the hardest difficulty where if you die once, the whole thing resets, which nobody does legit. You save scum that shit. But yeah, SpongeBob has a thing where you're supposed to pay Mr. Krabs a bunch of money, and in the original version, the total you have to pay him is like 25,000, which is easily enough you get by the end of the game. But in the new version, it doubles every time, and there's 8 spatulas. So by the end, you owe him like 40,000, which is more than you got on your entire playthrough, which makes the total number he requires to buy all of his spatulas like 120,000 shiny objects, which is fucking egregious. So when it comes to which one of these did you have to cheat more to finish, I'd be more okay with Titan Souls.
Titan Souls it is.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, but holy fuck, they fucked that achievement for no reason. Why did they do that? I complained about it in forums, and I got downvoted. Fuck you.
We got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas or Remnant from the Ashes, which is another game about friendship.
Remnant from the Ashes is better than San Andreas.
Ooh, but I love the Snapchaps you sent.
Too bad.
Do some stuff.
They were so fucking
No, I'm okay with that.
Frost or Guacamelee 2.
Guacamelee 2.
So,
because I know you don't like Frost.
I actually do really like Frost.
I thought you didn't like it was French.
So the problem with Frost is that the trophies are lying to you. So, like, there's a trophy that's like, don't let any of these people die that you have at the start of the scenario, right? It specifically says the people you start the scenario with, you only get the trophy if you don't let anyone die, even people you gain throughout the run.
Yeah.
It just, like, blatantly lies to you. It's like, what are you doing?
I'm sad now. So you're saying the platinum is bad because the trophies are wrong?
Yeah, they're just, their descriptions are wrong.
Guacamelee again, look at that.
Guacamelee, Super Turbo Championship Edition, or Oxenfree.
I feel like this is such a weird crossover because I know Guacamelee is a melee-based Metroid game, and I know people who don't like it who like Metroid, which is wild to me.
Yeah.
Guacamelee it's great though. It really
it's Guacamelee.
It's a really funny game.
It's so Guacamelee.
It sounds dumb to say it's original because it's just Mexican Metroid. But it's very original.
Metroid does sound dumb.
It is! You play as a Lucha Libre fighter in a Metroid-style game where, like, the moves you have are, like, you know, the chicken dash and, like, the tostada press.
Wow. Is this just El Fuerte in Metroid style?
You think it's more Zelda 2?
We got Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus,
I can see that.
or Duracine.
You're going to give it to Wolfenstein 2. Oh, actually, you shouldn't because that final achievement is fucking horrible.
I think I'm going to give it to Wolfenstein 2.
I mean, compared to Duracine, you kind of have to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would give it to Wolfenstein too. I actually kind of liked the
walking simulator. It's a walking simulator versus a fucking first-person shooter that takes balls to finish.
Beat Blaster or Dark Souls?
We talked about this. Dark Souls has to win because Beat Blaster's trophy list is a lie.
Anyone who lies doesn't make it past round 1.
I hate Dark Souls' trophy list because of how many times you have to upgrade something to a max.
Oh my god, does Wolfenstein make it to round 3 because of that?
I really don't like. Oh, you have to play the game 2 more times because there's only one guaranteed drop of a Titanite slab of this fucking color. It's so stupid. It's like, oh, you can get blue Titanite slabs from the fucking butterflies, but they never drop because they fall off the fucking map.
We got Apotheon or Celeste?
Apotheon. Because you can't cheat to get it in 5 minutes.
Oh, shots fired. I really like Celeste, though. I really like it if you don't cheat.
Have you played Apotheon?
No.
Have you seen the artwork on the side of, like, Greek pots?
Yeah.
It's that, but as a platformer, hack and slash.
But is it as good as Celeste? Celeste is such a good game.
It's a better trophy list.
Fine.
I mean, I would agree that Celeste is a good trophy list if you couldn't cheat to get it.
Yeah.
You can.
Dark Souls 2 or arcade game series Dig Dug?
It's Dragon Age 2. You scared me. I was like, we've already done both Dark Souls 2s.
Did I say Dark Souls?
You did say Dark Souls.
Wow. Good job, idiot.
It's been a long time.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking at this. Dark Souls 1 on PS3 is at 16.6% achieved on PSN profiles with 6.2 on PSN Network. That's crazy.
Focus on Dragon Age and Dig Dug. So Dragon Age 2 is the really bad one.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's what I was playing before.
Dragon Age 2 is boring as fuck.
It's so boring.
Yes, man.
What's Dig Dug's?
Do you want to give it to Dig Dug? Because Dig Dug's gonna lose.
What's Dig Dug's trophy list like?
Play Dig Dug a lot.
You know, I want to give it to Dig Dug.
Am I the only one that gets platinums? Because all of these seem like me versus me platinums. Because you don't have Dragon Age 2. My wife got Dragon Age 2.
You do have 60 more platinums than I have.
But like all of these matchups are me versus me. And I didn't get half of them because my wife got them.
That's because when it's me versus me, I just pick it and we move on.
Dig Dug.
Dig Dug.
Yeah.
There you go. We did it.
Medal of Honor Frontline or Limelight?
Frontline. Fuck you.
Yeah. It's
Barnes.
Frontline.
Wow. Even like the Golden Lion?
Limelight's bad. Crash Bandicoot Warped or Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection?
Matt, because of how much blood, sweat, and tears went into that platinum, it overcomes how bad it is.
That's fair.
It's
subjective, right?
It is. It's also a game that's appalling in how many people have it. It's crazy. It's such a bad game.
It is like the first of its kind, though.
It's
maybe not.
3.27% of people have the platinum. It should be like -5%. Nobody should have that. It's so hard. Fuck. Crash Warped.
Yeah, that's right.
So Sonic Ultimate Genesis Collection is it's the thing where like it's like 10 Genesis games and you have to do like a little bit of each one. And like some of them, one of them is like get 5,000 points in a game where each bag of money is 1,000 points and there's 5 of them in front of you at the start. And the next one is beat the entire game and you're like, all right, those aren't remotely similar.
We got Bendy and the Ink Machine or Severed?
Oh, this is an interesting one. I don't know anything about Severed. I think it's a Vita game.
Severed is a Vita game, and the combat is slashing like Fruit Ninja.
Yep.
Against enemies, and it is like really solid the whole way through. It's sort of Metroidvania-esque because it's got like skills that you get that can open new areas and that sort of thing.
Okay.
And all the collectibles are on your map.
But Bendy and the Ink Machine, JB has been fucked by like 5 times because the achievements are really bad.
So why would I pick it?
Because I have it and it's really rare for.
Oh, okay.
No, give it to Severed. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not too proud to give that one away. I'm really proud that I have that, but I was very lucky that it popped for me.
This matchup was almost an exclusive Matt matchup if he had gotten the platinum with us. Is Destiny 2 versus Bug Fables?
It would have been almost exclusive if I had gotten Bug Fables.
I think so. Like, I'm like 5th achiever in Bug Fables, which I'm super proud of. But I really feel like Destiny 2 has a lot more like the highs getting the trophies for Destiny 2 are much higher.
What?
The lows are also so much lower.
Okay, good.
You know what I mean? It's way more extreme than Bug Fables.
This has to be Bug Fables.
I know what you're saying, Matt. I'm going to vote for Bug Fables, and I haven't even done it, even though I have the Destiny 2 plat. But I agree. The highs of like nailing that fucking raid and getting the shit with your friends is so good. But the fact that you need 5 other dipshits to do it with is unacceptable.
The highest high I ever felt in Destiny 2 was, oh, thank God I can turn it off.
You're never going to get the deal.
So yeah, just wanted to mention that, though.
We got Pixel Junk Nom Nom Galaxy, which is an excellent soup-making game.
Shut up.
Or Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus.
Sly Cooper 1 is a masterpiece.
Yeah, it can be Sly Cooper.
Yeah.
Nom Nom Galaxy's trophy list is awful.
It's fucking bad.
It's got that stupid thing that Rayman Legends has, where you need to wait a week for the new challenges to generate. Like, you don't have to play as many as Rayman, but, like...
As many as Raymond.
Oh my god, I can see the end of the list now.
We're gonna make it!
Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast, or Wolfenstein The Old Blood?
I give it to The Old Blood.
Which one's Old Blood?
The second one.
The second one?
That's the prequel when BJ Blazkowicz goes into the...
There's a lot of
Castle.
the original Wolfenstein in that one, though, where it's like, do the original Wolfenstein level, and you're like, it's really not that interesting. But the trophy list for Outcast is so bad.
Oh, okay, that's Wolfenstein.
Because you have to beat it on like the hardest difficulty, and that difficulty is not reasonable on console. It's reasonable on PC. I've done it as a kid. On console, I was like, you can't aim this fast with a controller. You just can't. And you just die in seconds. And the way you beat that, spoilers the internet, is you turn on the slow motion death when you kill people with the lightsaber mode. And during the final cutscene of killing the guy, you just change the setting to the hardest difficulty and it counts. Whoops.
I am so happy, so unbelievably happy that the next matchup is Monster Hunter World, a winner of the Doom 2016 awards, versus Nier Automata. I voted for Monster Hunter World despite how much I hate that platinum.
Usindil is going to immediately unsubscribe from the channel.
Can I get a second on Monster Hunter World? Please, dear God.
I don't have the platinum yet.
All seconds.
Bad. You can buy the trophies in Nier Automata. That might be worse because you don't have to work for them at all. You can just buy them.
Monster Hunter World has some of the worst RNG trophies ever.
So what's worse when it comes to like actually having a platinum worth saying you have? Monster Hunter, we have to grind for hundreds of hours. I'm literally at 700 now, and I don't have it. Versus Nier Automata, where you can just buy the ones you didn't want to do. The only one I bought was getting all the endings because it was not worth my time to go to the different points in the game and just die when you're not supposed to die. And the game goes, oh no,
but
different ending.
Let me ask you this. Like, 700 hours in Monster Hunter World. What percentage of that were you having fun?
I wouldn't say I wasn't having fun, but I wasn't having a bad time either. I'm saying Nier Automata has a worse list because you can buy the trophy.
Yeah, it's Monster Hunter World. Yeah.
It's not a worse... I don't like either of them that much.
Yeah, Matt agreed. It's Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I agreed like 5 minutes ago.
Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 2, or Deadly Tower of Monsters?
They're both
Plants
bad.
vs. Zombies.
Plants vs. Zombies, probably. That one has a lot of... That has a sign and weekly thing, but yeah, give it to that one.
I'll always vote on dunking on 5-year-olds.
Matt, it's your time again.
Red Dead Redemption 2 or Resident Evil 3 Remake?
I mean, not surprisingly, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a massive, massive grind. And there's actually a lot of RNG to it too, because a lot of the animals you need to spawn sometimes just don't spawn. Like the last animal I needed to research, surprisingly, was some stupid ox that would only spawn in this farm. So I would like go there, it wouldn't be there. I'd take a train to like Saint Denis, sleep in the inn, go all the way back to the farm. Still wasn't there. I think I made like 5 trips.
I know exactly what farm you're talking about. I think the one in the middle of the Elizabeth or whatever, Saint Elizabeth.
Yeah, the farm owner would get angry at me, so I'd shoot him, and then like.
I think Resident Evil 3's trophy list is not good because it's just once you've beaten the game once, do it like 3 more times with the infinite rocket launcher with literally no.
Yeah, the biggest surprise in Resident Evil 3 was that after Resident Evil 2, whose trophy list like actually made you play the game differently and like really plan for it, Resident Evil 3 is just like, I don't know, get the infinite rocket launcher, like whatever,
and then you win, right?
Yeah,
and because of how it makes you play it, if you didn't play with that, you'd be fucked, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I'm sure there's speedruns of people not using it, but like,
sure,
yeah. It just depends on how much you want to bash your head in the wall with Red Dead Redemption 2.
I don't like either of these trophy lists because Resident Evil 3's is bad, and Red Dead Redemption 2's is just.
It's like exhausting.
The 50 level 50 level 50 in multiplayer is bad enough.
Because I didn't play Resident Evil 3, but I'd be okay giving it up to that.
It sneaks in. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale or Wolfenstein The New Order?
PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale said they were going to turn the servers off, so everybody bought the DLC to get the achievement, and then they didn't turn the servers off, and for that, they deserve to burn in hell.
Wolfenstein it is. Axiom Verge or Ratchet & Clank 2?
Oh, let me add to that. There's an achievement per character in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale to beat the story mode, which isn't really a story mode. It's just like Mortal Kombat Tower. Just beat everybody in a row. For every character. There's like 16 characters. Fuck. Why? Anyway, Axiom Verge.
I'm fine with that.
It's a better game. It's a better trophy list. It's better everything. We're so close.
We can't see it in chat because it's too far down. So if I scroll down here. Akimba's Trip, Undead and Undressed, or Color Guardians?
I like Akimba.
Akimba. Akibo? Akabo.
So it's obviously...
Color Guardians is bad.
Yeah,
it's Norman's Trip because
Color Guardians is a mobile game.
Yeah,
you need to beat the game like 5 times.
I can't believe Akiba's
and buy all the clothes.
The first round. What a fucking weird choice.
Akiba's Trip definitely should win.
So do you think we could do the next 2 rounds in like one sitting and then the final 2 rounds in one?
So we did how many matchups? We did 128 matchups. That's half of the matchups. We did half of the matchups right now in 2.5 hours. So if you've joined us, thank you for having joined us through this. As usual, we have bitten off more than we could possibly chew. I'm sure we will get back to this eventually. Maybe we'll give it another week before we go into round 2. Maybe we'll do it this weekend. Not sure yet. But thank you, Dibble and Matt, for joining me on this horrific adventure.
Anytime. Hitman Go 2020.
I'm shooting to get Fisherman's Tale Platinum tomorrow and Ico probably tomorrow afternoon. So hope this achievement list is going to expand. Go fuck yourself.
No, we're not. We're not going to add more.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's going to be rarer than Hitman Go. So
thank you for joining us. Have a good night or rest of your day, depending on where you are.
If you're in the UK.
If you're in the UK.
Get some sleep.